And we're live.
Welcome everybody to Snatch Craven.
No.
Vlad, you want me to just take it from here, and then
You
I'll
appear
lead
to be
into
having
Schmeckle
issues,
taking it?
Vlad.
Yeah, I'll probably not be saying much, so go.
No, fair enough. So hi everybody. We got the Schmeckle here. And Schmeckle, do you mind if I take a moment to share this shit out real quick? Get a few people in here at least, man.
You go right ahead, man.
All right, dude.
We can take a couple moments.
You just go out for another smoke.
Yeah, speaking of that, if I go silent right now...
It's all good, dude. Whatever.
I'm gonna DM this to fucking Fimbot, so she'll stop complaining. I got an ass chewing the last time I streamed because nobody told her.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay,
we're all good there.
Oh, I said I sent the DM of it to Fimbot because I got an ass chewing last time I streamed because she wasn't informed.
You guys still there?
Nope.
I'm back.
All right. Now Schmeckle, this is up to you. You want to wait to see a couple people in chat? Or you just want to start talking, dude?
Well, I don't know anything about Vlad. Is this the type of channel that's actually going to get viewers, or
It will
is,
after I've
there a
shilled it
point
out.
in waiting is what I'm asking.
When I shill it out, you can ask Vlad. It eventually gets around 15. Around 15.
Well, so I've gotten
Tag me in it. I'll retweet it.
I got
Okay.
30 once.
I know, but we're talking like he's talking stock Vlad, and stock Vlad is like 5 viewers. But if we push it out there, you've gotten up to 30. Yeah.
You know what? Tag me in it. I'll retweet it. I'm sure we can shoot the shit for a couple minutes before we dig into it. What I want to hear about.
Yeah. I tagged you in my shill, my little tweet there. So I don't know if you saw it.
But yeah,
while we're waiting, Zell, how you been? And Vlad, who are you?
Sorry, dude. I was drinking. Let me answer for. He asked me first, Vlad.
Oh, fair enough.
How I'm doing.
That is true. I did ask in an order.
Yeah, we gotta respect the order.
It wasn't an on purpose order, but go ahead.
No, I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing what you're doing, minus a kid, and minus the rap stuff too. I'm just working, and then doing this, but then also like a lot of family stuff. Because ever since,
is there any chance of getting you a kid or into the rap stuff?
Maybe both. I'd like kids. I could never get into the rap stuff. I would. I'd probably sound as bad as
if you like kids.
I'd probably sound as bad as Anti-Hero. No offense, Anti-Hero. I can't do the rap stuff. But yes, I'd like kids, and by kids I mean multiple, like on purpose. I would like at least 2 kids eventually.
No, that's looking to happen. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. His avatar looks like dual wield. I'm not sure.
That's Gallagher. That's Vlad's co-host. I don't know if you don't want him here. He's gone. You know, this is kind of your stream.
I have no issue with anyone here. I just want to hear the fucking details.
This isn't a fight back and forth. This is a let's help someone understand, and then you can take it or leave it.
I think I offended him. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, he's whatever.
But yeah, BROCKUS, what's...
We got the AP though. AP, would you do us a favor and chill this stream out? I know.
Bring AP in here. I'm sure
You know.
AP is always good for shit.
AP doesn't care to talk about this subject, I think.
AP, you get your goddamn motherfucking ass here and talk about why my former co-host, is a piece of shit.
Yeah, anti-hero. If you
bitch,
noticed, I was
AP.
careful and I said I'd sound as bad as you, so we're both. I don't do the rap thing. AP, the subject is in the title. We just Schmeckle helped build that really specific title. What
Get
subject
your little
is this
faggot
about?
ass in here, AP.
What subject is this about? Oh boy. Yeah, I mean he might jump in, Schmeckle, but I'm just betting like he usually doesn't care
AP,
about this.
you get your ass in here. I'm gonna give you another fucking heart attack. You don't think he's... He's running this shit, and I have no idea
worries,
what he's
AP.
talking about.
No worries. Okay, Schmeckle, we got 11 watching. That cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's up with this BROCKUS shit?
So we got Schmeckle here. Schmeckle hit me up out of the blue and was like, I want to do a fucking stream. And I want, pretty much clarification on like what the hell's going on with BROCKUS. So I was like, okay, cool. And Vlad happened to be the person that could host it. So here we are. The way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to simply say to Schmeckle, ask your questions, dude. Like one by one, and we can go through shit. What's up? Like, what are you so curious about when it comes to BROCKUS?
I guess the main thing would be, I was tagged in a post the other day where I guess Medicare Fembot had made a video and it included one of my songs, but I enough to see which of my songs he used. I'm wondering what the rest of that's all about, because I refuse to go back and rewatch.
So now you're asking, like, what was that post in reference to, or why did it seem like there was shade being thrown at BROCKUS for that moment?
In general, why is there new BROCKUS beef?
Okay. Let's see. I think I can take you through this. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Now I gotta get all comfy with a smoke. So, as you might know, like Tonka is still a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not aware of what Tonka's up to right now, but he's still around. I know that.
Yeah. Well, I shit on him a lot. I think it's funny. I said I never watch his stuff. I just don't watch his stuff. I always forget that he's streaming. I'll just, if he's brought up, I'll talk shit about him, whatever. And unfortunately, I'm surrounded by a lot of people that are just obsessed with Tonka. They watch his stuff and everything, and I always yell at them like, don't do that. You're just gonna give him like more relevancy, and then you can't complain when he's more relevant. Stuff like that. And I established very early on, I was like, he's never getting a second of my airtime, and I will talk shit about him as much as I want because he's a dead engine. So that was my stance on that. And that went on for a while. And it seemed like it built up until I was on Tonka's radar. Okay.
Wait, you're on Tonka's radar.
Wow, you really have been missing out.
I've been busy, man. I haven't been keeping up with this shit.
No worries. So yeah, I was on Tonka's radar, and then it was like little things, like he would show up in Vlad's chat on a stream, and Vlad would be like commenting on the fact that he could see him, and I wasn't able to see him in chat. Someone has an echo. Vlad, I don't know if it's you. But
It's
anyway,
not me.
that's all right. Schmeckle's probably moving around or something. But I couldn't see him in chat, and so we deduced like, oh, he blocked me. And then I was sent screenshots of him bragging about blocking me pretty much in the chat, so that I couldn't see him. So I was like on his radar, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep talking shit about you. You're never gonna get a second of my airtime. Blah blah blah. Well, this all comes to head with Vlad. What was it? 5 days ago or so, they did a stream about me. Yeah, Tonka does a dedicated stream on me. Sorry. And Schmeckle, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
The fuck was that? So Tonka does a dedicated stream on me, and part of that stream, like, it's the usual, like, you gotta instill, like, you gotta ruin the person's credibility and reputation, and just throw out lies and convenience and shit like that. Yeah. It's kind of like the rebirth kind of thing of gay ass Bloodsport. So one of the things that he does is, and I want to preface this first with, I have never once, ever, I've always talked shit about Tonka and Vamp too. And you could say like I've gotten really cold with my remarks, and I don't care, because I don't think these people care at all either. But I've never once crossed the line with digging up personal information or doxing them once, ever. Like, never happened. So, and they've always cried bully about AP showing Tonka's mom's face when he was doing some joke and he was playing as Tonka's mom. And it was hilarious. But they cried bully about that. That was doxing, this and that, blah. But Tonka's tactic on his stream was he gets in touch with BROCKUS so that BROCKUS can leak to him and Vamp text messages. And I think they were old, like maybe a year old. They might have been new. Who cares? Either way.
Crickets are
Text
related
messages of one of my exes. The ex that, and you wouldn't remember it. I'm not going to assume you'd remember it, Schmeckle, because your fucking memory. But I've told this story to you once before where I had an ex, we almost had a child, this and that. And we lost the child, and then we split apart, and it was nasty. Okay? Very nasty. Well, he leaks those like texts between BROCKUS and my ex that are old, I believe. And in the texts, she's going off about me, about how I beat her friend, who's a girl, so I'm a woman beater, that I stole her piggy bank, and that I stole meds from her house. The only thing that was true out of that I've also talked about very openly, I've even talked with you about, Schmeckle, offline and online, about me going through rehab and pill problems. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I stole pills from her house. I stole pills from my mom's house. I stole pills from my grandma's house. I was a pill popper. It was awful. And then in 2012 or so, I got the right idea, did the right thing. And by late 2013, I got my certificate from rehab, been clean ever since. I did the right thing. There's a shitty person who did a right thing. And I've been so open about that. But I was like, piggy bank? Apparently I stole some piggy bank for booze. And I've talked endlessly about I don't really drink. So that was ridiculous. So they take these texts from an obviously, like, we did not end well. And I clarified this, the girl and I, we did not end well, to the point where, and I've told this story before too, been very transparent. Where like a few months after we lost the baby, she showed up at the restaurant I was working at, unbeknownst to me, and told the server that she had to tell me as a quote unquote joke that the baby lived. Like, this is how spiteful and pissed off this lady was. So they get the spiteful.
To be fair, I feel like that might be funny in some ladies' minds.
In what?
You need to be respectful of the lady's sense of humor.
Okay, stop and knock it off and listen. So anyway, so that happened, but they're using these texts from this vindictive, pissed off ex, where you can pull up things from a lot of exes, and they'll say a lot of things. I'm not sure if you'd want someone to do that to you. I'm not sure if every relationship's gone hunky dory for you. It happens. So I go on Vlad's stream to clarify things. And so like the biggest one to come out of that was like they just like tried to go hardcore with like stealing piggy banks and beating up women, which I just embraced. I'm like, yeah, now I wish I beat up more. And keep your piggy banks safe when you're around me. But it was just like this sick, gross, disgusting level of like reaching to just try and smear me because I'm talking shit on a dude and some stupid like anorexic bitch. Like, dude, just talk shit back. What happened to that? So I clarified the stories. The piggy bank one, that's out of nowhere. That's a lie. The woman beater one.
If there are these claims from your ex where shit ended poorly, and it's wrong to bring that shit up, what up with the whole BROCKUS Kadant thing?
That was a great point, right? What they wanted was to read stuff off and then go, just listen and believe, right? Well, if that's the standard, if they set the precedent of listen and believe, and their standard of evidence is a text, and my standard of evidence is I have the woman right here, then do we believe everything Kadant says? Right? We do, right?
No,
and they're very different too, by the way, Schmeckle. You have to admit, because we have Kadant on streams. That's very different. We have a lady on streams who by her own will,
BROCKUS might be able to get this
by her own will, she could say whatever she wants about her personal life. That's different, right?
It still comes down to the same.
What?
Bringing up the same basic idea, bringing up past events, and that somehow being a bad thing. Personally, right. I think it's a good thing that past events were brought up about both of you. You've made yourself public. Why not let the public know about you?
Right.
I'm not saying.
Don't you want to know who's lying and who's not, though?
Anything like that.
Don't you want to know who's lying and who's not, though?
I definitely do. But I think it's completely fine for personal, real-life acquaintances to tell stories about people who are online alongside them.
Right. So you think a method of releasing information about somebody's past life is okay, right?
I think it's fine to tell stories. You remove the details that's gonna reveal.
Yeah, you're getting a little wishy-washy on me, bro. This is when you try and muddy the waters because I know that you want to like BROCKUS. I get it. I'm not retarded, dude. I get it.
BROCKUS and I are done.
No, you told me even that's kayfabe.
Fight between us is fake.
Yeah.
But BROCKUS and I are done.
Yeah, this is my point, though. Okay, if you don't want to follow trails that make sense, dude, that's up to fucking you. Here's my fucking point. We have a mother, like, and again, I stressed this multiple times. You have to remember, Schmeckle, all of this fucking shit started when we had an offline hangout. All of it started the moment we had that offline hangout, and I realized that, which is something you're not going to admit to this day, I realized BROCKUS is trying to throw me and Kadant under the bus, and it's working. And that's when I said, okay, all options are available now. Let's go, guns blazing. That's where it all fucking started, was his ego got to him, and then he tried to throw me and Kadut under the bus with you. And it was working because your words were, I believe BROCKUS, now convince me otherwise. And we knew it was an uphill battle. And we knew, okay, you can get fucked in this situation, then we're going to fuck him.
No,
And
it
you
was a
act
very
like,
easy
you act like,
situation.
no, you constantly always have acted like that's not the progenitor of all this. You constantly are like, yeah, but you did this, and so he could do this, and blah. You just muddy the fucking waters instead of going like, all right, that's fair.
No, the fact is
And
that
now we have a
all that
scenario
I'm
where
concerned
I
about
got
is the
punished.
online
No,
shit.
listen. No, and now we have a scenario where they've set the precedent of talking shit gets you the punishment now of let's leak texts from exes. That's what they've set. And is it going over your head, Schmeckle? Or are you getting that that's what they've set as a precedent? And isn't that retarded? Can you not call that out as being fucking stupid? Because that's literally all I did.
Compare it to exactly what you and Kadut did.
No, because it wasn't just talking shit, was it?
It's not like he leaked.
No, because it wasn't. Don't skip
between
over that.
you and
This is
the
what you do all the time. Don't skip over that. It wasn't just talking shit, was it? It was you and BROCKUS, and mainly BROCKUS, trying to throw me and Kadut under the fucking bus. That's not just talking shit.
I had nothing to do with leaking anything.
No, you had nothing to do with leaking shit. You had everything to do with you were going to make it fucking difficult for me and Kadut to look good, to make our reps look good again.
Are you kidding? I kept Kadut around for quite some time.
Yeah, you keep a lot of people around that have terrible reps, and you don't care. Don't act like you care now. You don't care. You're Schmeckle. Stop it.
No, but I mean, if I were trying to sabotage you, I wouldn't have kept you around.
No, but you enjoy the process, and you knew exactly which situation you were in.
I knew for a fact that there was only one side.
I get your chaotic neutrality, dude.
In that shit.
I get it. But the problem I have is you just don't fucking admit what situation you're in or what levers you pull. It's very similar to Sparky. Don't be a Sparky on me.
Now, I'm not sure what leverage you're talking about.
No, levers.
I'm not sure what levers you're talking about.
Of course. Yes, you do. You do. Knock it off. So anyway, it started there. But my whole point is, now what's been established is talking shit gets things leaked. It wasn't BROCKUS sitting there going, I'm going to talk shit, and then me going, I'm going to talk shit back. Which, in our DM conversation, me and BROCKUS, right before everything went to a head, in our back and forth in DMs, that's what I was making clear to him. And then when it was revealed to us, we're going to be thrown under a fucking bus.
Details about past relationships.
What's up?
The way I see it, both of you started leaking details about past relationships.
Yeah, but one was lying and one wasn't. Yeah, but one was lying and one wasn't. Which one? Which one, by the way? No. Which one, Schmeckle, made a 2-hour fucking stream trying to make out that his actions of sitting outside women's houses at night was because the women did it to him? Which one did that, Schmeckle? No, to be fair, fucker. No, to be fair, fucker.
That stream.
No, to be fair. No pushing him in, nothing. No, to be fair. None. Which one did it? Stop it.
That would be...
That's gross.
But the fact is,
that's gross. No one pushed him into that shit.
I blatantly pushed him into that shit. But the fact is, both of you released...
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I
don't take that away from him. See, that's such a fucking punk ass move. Don't take that away from him, dude. You might have tried to convince him of it, but who decides? Who decides at the end of the day? He had 2 fucking hours on a live stream, 2 whole hours to think in his head, this is a fucked up idea. To try and reframe my entire relationships as a giant pity party.
That's fair enough. I did not force him, I pressured him.
Okay?
There.
That's my whole point. And that's what people have problem with BROCKUS about. It's not about, and I've discussed this too. I've said very openly, I think it was a few days ago, that if I were to be able to go back in time, I handled that whole thing horribly. There's no doubt. So did BROCKUS. That's where you're right. That's where the nuance comes in. I handled it horribly, and so did BROCKUS. But what I'll stand by and what I can prove constantly is where I would leak information, he would lie about shit. And that's how he would get back to me.
That's the part that I'd need some proof of to make these two situations different to me.
Okay, what proof do you need? Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of this is what bothers me. Why you are being disingenuous to a degree. Okay, you say I need proof. Okay, proof of the things that I said, right? The claims, the digging up shit. You know what's beautiful? Go to that fucking 2-hour stream, and it's 2 hours of BROCKUS admitting to what I said he did. He just tries to reframe it as he was the victim in the situation.
No,
what do you mean evidence?
I get that entirely.
Okay, so I was proven right. No,
this
is my example. This is my example. No. This is my point.
I would need proof
this is my point.
He said about you
this
is a
my
lie.
point. This is my point. Is when I claimed the shit that I claimed, he denied it. In other words, Schmeckle, what would we call that after finding out later what we found out? A huge lie. He lied. He denied all the claims. Then he did a 2-hour stream admitting to everything I claimed he did, but reframing it as he was the victim.
Okay, yes, I get that.
Now, all we have is somebody with a text message, which, by the way, I will gladly talk to BROCKUS anytime, because all they have is a text message from an obviously vindictive ex who's saying I run around stealing piggy banks and beat women, and I can take, first off, the piggy bank thing is ridiculous, but I can take the beating woman story, and I'm like, I know exactly what story she's talking about, and I can say it to BROCKUS's face, and you will be able to tell that he knows he can't run from that truth, because he's known this story for years. The story is that my ex's best buddy, who was this bitch that even BROCKUS hated. We had a nickname for this bitch. She was called the Buffalo. That was our nickname. And I think it was BROCKUS that thought up the name. And he told me, and I was like, oh, it's hilarious. So we called her the Buffalo. We hated this bitch. Well, one night we go to the regular Denny's that we go to, and then afterwards in the parking lot, she starts arguing with the lady I'm with at the time, her bestie. They just go back and forth. And then she proceeds to physically assault the girl that I'm with. And I push her the fuck away. Hell yes, with a lot of force. And everybody that was there that saw it, and BROCKUS even hearing about it later, not even through me, but through the ex that he texted with, everyone was on my side about it. Everyone. And now it's a story of I beat her best friend. I dare BROCKUS to come onto a stream with me and then tell me to my face, that's the wrong story, that I just beat her.
Yeah.
Are you getting it yet, Schmeckle? Are you getting it yet?
No, I without a doubt get it. And just like anybody else, benefit of the doubt before I assume you're guilty.
I appreciate that, man.
At the same time, I look at the actions as the same.
Do you care about patterns of behavior, sir? Does that inform you of anything? Because it should. You should really care about that. Now, I've already laid out to you one big ass proof of a pattern of behavior where I made those claims, and you could be like, hey, you didn't have to bring that stuff up. And I'd be like, yeah, I totally needed to handle that situation better. You're absolutely right, Schmeckle. That's where we'd agree. But I bring that shit up. The guy's in full denial, tries to make me look crazy, and then does a 2-hour stream where he admits to everything that I brought up. Well, that's called a lie. Show me where I've done that. Show me, Schmeckle.
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't paid that much attention to it, but I'm not going
Well,
to deny that
what's
Brockus
the point of you being
has
here if you
told
don't want to
some
pay
lies.
attention, but you want to figure shit out? So start paying
No,
attention
I mean,
if
I
you want to
haven't
figure it
paid
out.
much attention to you as a person. I've been paying attention to you during this stream.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to deny that Brockus has told some lies.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate on those lies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. It sounds like we're in agreement. Don't wonder then why people are pissed off at Brockus. Because I don't think I made a stream where I tried to falsely make out Brockus to be a woman beater. I think I made a stream where I accurately characterized him as a stalker, which he then admitted to. Admitted to. So
yeah, but that's the thing. Looking at it from a stance of you're innocent until guilty. Yeah, it would be wrong for him to lie about this. Looking at it from a stance of his credibility's probably about as good as yours.
you didn't just say
It's a
that. No,
matter
no,
of
no. You didn't just say that. That's completely untrue. Stop it.
I'd say that's
No,
probably
stop it.
true. I I'm not gonna take that one back. Sorry, man.
No, that's stupid then, dude. Come on.
Well, what it comes down to for me is I look at them as the same actions dependent on truth. And yes, I can know the truth of one. I can't of
Okay,
the
here's
other.
what you just said. There's one guy
And
there's
kind
one
of
guy
both of
there's
you the benefit of the doubt.
no, here's what you just said. There's one guy where we have established that we've caught him in lies. There's another guy where we don't know if everything he says is true. You can put that into question, but we've never caught him in a lie. Catch me in the lie, Schmeckle.
Oh
And
man,
then you
like
say
I
both
said,
of us have
I
the
haven't
same
paid enough attention to you to
and
dig
then you
up
say that both
lies.
well, the people that surround me would certainly be able to tell you. I mean, it would be out there. But my whole point is, from what you know, that's what I just told you, you know so far. And you just said, yeah, but both of them have the same credibility. Okay.
Let's see. The thing is,
Okay, Schmeckle.
yes,
I don't know what
yes,
game
I
you're
know of
playing, but
specific
it ain't
lies.
sense.
I know of specific lies that Brockus has made, but I
Mm-hmm.
also know of dishonest personality traits that you have, regardless of blatantly telling lies.
Well, doesn't that get into shit that you don't like to get into? Don't you like to not go off that stuff? Because haven't I tried to convince you of behavioral patterns Brockus shows that shows he's a liar without even talking about the lies? And you've always
And
dismissed that shit, but you'll do that with me?
regardless of those, both of you have them. I am fully willing to admit Brockus has those.
We all got them. Welcome to online.
Okay, that's.
I like you, and I still don't know if you'll spike me tomorrow. No one knows if they can trust your ass. What are you talking about,
I will
trustworthy?
tomorrow.
Find me someone that says Schmeckle is trustworthy, and I'll find you 8 that say I am.
Blatantly the obvious. Or the
No,
opposite.
I don't buy that either. I don't buy that you're just like, I'm glad because that's what I want to execute. I don't buy that. You are. You're very untrustworthy. It's okay. We just know you like that. We're aware of that.
Yes, and I'm open.
So what are you talking about untrustworthy traits?
I'm saying that even though I'm untrustworthy, I prefer to put my trust in people who aren't.
Yeah. And you did.
You and
okay,
Brockus are
this is a great point. This is a great point. You put your trust in Brockus, but you've just established he's untrustworthy. You've put your trust in me, And I never
I
lied to
put
you.
my trust in Brockus, and it fucked me
You
over.
put your trust in me, and I never fucking lied to you. I didn't like you for a long time, but I didn't fucking lie to you. Always told
But
you exactly what I felt.
You still acted like a snake with your own personal friend, regardless of whether or not it was called for.
Oh, you mean going to that level?
Yes, that level that you're now upset that Brockus went to.
Yeah, you mean that level of throwing me and Kadant under the bus when we were IRL friends for 10 plus years, and suddenly he's going to try and hurt our rep online because his ego got too big for him.
And see, that is not at all the way I saw it. I saw you guys.
That's
start.
exactly what happened. The fuck are you talking
I saw
about?
you guys go after him first.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is exactly what he wants. He wants the pity party. He wants the boo-hoo. Everyone just goes after him first.
I mean, the first.
Let me give you a preview of events, sir. No, let me give you a preview. Let me give you a preview of events. And Brockus, I hope you're listening because I told you to buckle the fuck up. There was one time he, Brockus, was over at my house just hanging out. I left the room for a few minutes to do something. He came back. I came back and find him digging through my dirty laundry, inspecting my underwear to see if there was evidence of me sleeping with another guy. Like creepy and gross. Brockus, I just want you to let me know whether or not you want me to go further with what I just read, because you know exactly who that fucking is from.
No, Brockus,
You set that precedent. You set that precedent.
I would like you to keep telling the story. I'll act as.
Oh, I know Schmeckle wants to hear all of it, baby. This is his trustworthy guy that has the same amount of credibility as me, baby. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, pity party for that guy, Schmeckle. Let's do that. He gets attacked all the time. It's ridiculous. So there's the Brockus situation. You're all caught up.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Now you can go Tim Pool on it if you want.
Convinced the two of you are different, but
look, man, I just understand your ways, you know, so I can deal with it, you know. Totally disagree with you on a lot of shit, you know. But I've talked to worse, Schmeckle.
And I've talked to better.
That was rude. That's very rude.
I know, right?
I am very confused on all of this.
Keep being confused. Sorry.
I kind of just want to stay there because I feel like if I ask any questions, I'm gonna get so deep that I can't get out.
Oh man. No, but here's where I'll calm down and I'll say to Schmeckle, Schmeckle was 100% right about I going about that totally wrong. And I need to understand that to be a better person. I don't like the precedent that's being set right now. I'm addressing the precedent that's being set right now. And if Schmeckle sees it as, yeah, but that's what you did, that's fine. I can understand that. And if so, then again, I'm still in agreement that I handled it wrong. So obviously, I disagree with those tactics, and it got messy and bloody and ugh. But I want to shut this shit down right now. I'm willing to go down the rabbit hole if they want to be fucking jackasses, but I don't, I don't want to. I just want to draw that line there. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Out of Schmeckle's retarded neutrality comes a little bit of wisdom every now and then, you know, a little bit of truth where you're like, yeah, that's true. You know.
Yeah, see, but I'm neutral in a pretty decent way because I don't like either of you.
Don't pat yourself on the back too much, you know.
But is that really neutral?
I can't reach lower.
That's not even really neutral. That's just biased against.
That's just what?
I said that's not. It's not exactly what neutral is. That's just being biased against both sides.
I guess so. Schmeckle favors Brockus over me, and that's fine. He always has. Even when he says he's not, he does. He does.
No, I've been blatant about that. That's a fact. I like to get better.
No, you've gone back and forth on it tons of times. You've been like, oh no, I don't, I hate him as much as I hate you. And then you'll like favor him, obviously. And it's like, okay, dude. So you do. You sometimes you like to deny it.
I think you're buying too much into the times that I say I hate you.
What?
You should buy more into the time. I think you're buying too much into the times that I say that I hate you, because obviously I don't legitimately hate anyone on the internet.
Look, honestly,
but when it comes to something as blatant as I like BROCKUS better than you, yeah, I'm probably plainly.
Yeah.
Well, so this is my point of view on it. BROCKUS stalks women. Zell doesn't. Full stop. That's all it is. Like that's what it boils down to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't stalk them. I beat them and steal their piggy banks.
Yeah,
Schmeckle.
apparently.
You get that right.
Yeah, see, they're both doing bad things.
Yeah, okay, things. but there's a level of bad things, and whether or not X bad thing is actually true. Like this is the bottom line. Like I mean,
but wouldn't it be a little different if we had, let's say, another one of my exes on streams, and she's like, he stole my piggy banks too, and I saw him beat women too, like that. Then we would be in a different territory, wouldn't we?
Wait, can we make this happen?
Zell, tune into this week's Snatchcast. It's gonna be all your exes all night. All their piggy banks are gone.
Oh no, it's gonna be so many bad stories.
All two of them.
Yeah, I don't think a single ex of mine likes me. Oh man, I was an awful person.
BROCKUS is even going to pop in and talk about your college years when you stole his piggy bank.
Oh man, I hope that clears it up, and I won't really like hate you, no matter what side you take on this.
It's surprisingly hard to do.
Whatever, dude. Like, I don't. Maybe it's a bit of like a sickness on my part, but I can't hate you. I like you, dude, and still, always if you need something, I'll hear you out.
God,
you've never been someone. You've never been someone that no, I'm being honest. You've never been someone that I've like avoided, I guess would be a way to put it.
I would steal your kidney if I needed one.
I probably wouldn't let you do that, but like I'd help you find someone, maybe has a kidney for you, stuff like that. Like I'll find a middle road solution for you.
It's not like it can't be bargained with. That might work.
That might work, yeah. So
we just got to almost 25 watching, and the yelling stopped.
I'm sorry, you guys will have to rewind, man. It's all out of the system. It was gonna happen for a little bit. Schmeckle, are you still doing the Snatchcast though?
Yeah, we're starting up again. We're doing a complete reboot this coming Saturday. Completely new cast.
Fucking A. Okay.
We're gonna be touching on some different topics. We're gonna be obviously using OBS because Hangouts is done.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question, Schmeckle? Because I have actually been curious about this for a while. I heard a rumor that I don't know if it's true or not, but BROCKUS like took or stole the cunt stream, or somehow or something like that.
Stole the what?
The cunt stream, the accounts.
No, that was a hacker, dude. Maybe Schmeckle wants to explain it to you better, or go ahead, Schmeck.
Yeah. Basically, the channel got hacked. It was BROCKUS' fault. That might have been.
I still have the theory of it was somebody that he talked shit on in World of Warcraft.
but
Well,
it was BROCKUS's fault.
I've heard a
Went
lot of
too
mixed
far.
info on it. That's why I've heard everything from BROCKUS did it to
No.
fucking hackers to fucking DCMA claims or not. Sorry, not DCMA.
It was
community claims.
it was something. It was probably something as simple as he pissed somebody off who was foreign in World of Warcraft, and from there, that's my theory. But it's something like that.
Wait,
and then
hold
they just
on.
hacked his
Who
account.
plays World of Warcraft?
BROCKUS.
Oh fuck, that makes so much sense. Jesus
See,
fucking Christ.
I like the theory where it happened because Schmeckle was too similar to Gorilla Grodd, and DC tried to sue us.
Okay, that's a new one.
But
I haven't heard that
it
one.
was just regular hackers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a joke. It popped up in one of our chats. It's seen so far. I'm pretty sure we were just hacked. They do that nowadays, you know. That's the thing.
Yeah. I want to address something in chat too, Schmeckle. Like apparently everyone that's in chat, they missed the heated exchange. This is the farthest thing from a hug box. It's not like I'm in here and Schmeckle and I are buddies. We disagree on a lot of shit, and
Like,
he has a
after
different
this,
point
we're
of view
gonna
on this
fuck,
shit.
But it's gonna be a hate fuck. Like neither of us is gonna look each other in the eye at any point.
Pretty much, if you guys like after the stream, fucking watch it after the fucking stream to get the beginning part. But pretty much, Schmeckle wanted to know about what's going on with BROCKUS and why the hatred for him. I explained my reasons. Schmeckle has more of a point of view of like, you guys are both dumb. And that's where we differ. And that's it. It's really simple. You know? There's not much more yelling after that.
Yeah, it's just like to me, whenever like I hear like you're both dumb, like my brain is like, but there's different levels of guilt or whatever, right? Like I mean, like
there is different degrees.
Yeah, because
Schmeckle does annoy me because he doesn't like care about those degrees.
Okay,
and it's obviously out of favoritism.
Wait, yeah, I mean, because I
whatever.
could just sit here and be like, okay, well, you know, I stole somebody's piggy bank, but Billy over here is a pedophile, and then he's like, you both did something bad.
Yeah.
Like that just.
Yeah, I feel like this is more akin to I stole somebody's piggy bank and then that guy stole my wallet. You know, it's an escalation.
That's very different, though.
Yeah, especially considering the piggy bank story never happened. See the point here? Like, one's not even true.
Well, I mean, if I play devil's advocate, though, because I understand where Schmeckle's coming from. Schmeckle could easily say, well, how do you know that that's not true? If we're just throwing out claims, why can't I believe?
Who the fuck
Zell,
has a piggy bank? That's my first question.
Stole a piggy bank.
Who the
people
fuck?
Have pig,
yes,
people
I
have
would
piggy
like
banks.
to know who, as an adult, has a piggy bank.
That's what I'm
That is
saying.
an important question.
People do have piggy banks, okay?
Not
but
as adults.
That's what I'm saying.
Like what everyone here is
called
doing
a savings account.
What everyone here is doing, though, Schmeckle, that you're not doing is they're taking into account patterns of behavior and common fucking sense. And when they hear that Zell, who's never had a drinking problem his entire life, who BROCKUS has attested to multiple times, that I just don't really drink at all, and that I've probably spent $10 in my entire life on alcohol because I just go to parties and I'll grab some beers. That when you hear that Zell ran off with a piggy bank for booze money, anyone with common sense goes, okay, I think that's a fucking lie.
Yeah,
but
see,
I
don't know all those other details,
when you hear what I just read off earlier in this stream from BROCKUS knows who, and you piece together, oh, he denied claims, lied about them later, and then tried to rework them into a pity stream. People use common sense for that too and go, okay, which one's the trustworthy one? That's what you're not doing. That people just go, okay, let's not listen to Schmeckle. Because Schmeckle has a take of like, oh, no, it all looks the same to me.
No,
and I get it, but that's dumb.
The trustworthy one.
I get it. That's
a
really I fear for you and your common sense. I really hope you're not making bad financial decisions every day based on that.
Yeah. Neither of you are
Prognosis.
trustworthy. One of them actually stalks women. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't. Schmeckle just takes it all into account until he mashes it into like a whole like mud of like until it's just gray matter. He just makes it gray matter. He's just like whatever. Everyone's being dumb. Like based on Schmeckle's take on the whole thing, Schmeckle's at fault too. Because why not?
I am at fault. I blatantly propagated the thing for somebody that was supposed to be my friend.
Man, for all the excuses that you had made, the whole cunt stream had made for BROCKUS, for all those excuses, I wish I had gotten them. Why couldn't I get excuses? And that was like the bitch made move that you kept doing and that you kept running from was he was getting obviously all these excuses in a pity party and everything I said was under a fucking microscope. And you just don't fucking admit that.
No,
You just blatantly deny it.
True.
Yeah, see? You're still denying it to this day.
You were not under the microscope at one point.
Yeah. What were we supposed to do,
down to
Schmeckle?
one or the other.
Schmeckle, what were we supposed to do in that off-air hangout? Do you fucking remember it? Because I do.
I don't, actually.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking wouldn't.
Yeah, well,
Stop drinking. What we were supposed to do is have a one-on-one because things were heated and you weren't going to throw me under the fucking bus or make some blood sports out of it. What you did is you pulled me into an off-air hangout that I found out was supposed to go live and BROCKUS was in there. So you were trying to start shit and then threw me and Kadunta under the bus and you've been running from that ever since. That is the biggest beef I have with you and you still think it's funny to this day to lie about it.
I would
that or you were too fucking drunk to remember. That's exactly what you fucking pulled. That's exactly what you pulled, Schmeckle.
Well, can you prove that?
Fuck off. I'll just leave it to the people to believe me. You guys believe me or Schmeckle? Go for it.
So that would be
because that's exactly what you fucking did. And I guarantee I'm not the first person or the last person you tried to pull that shit on.
Well, see, the thing is, you and I both.
And you tried to act all delicate about it. Like, why do you act? Don't act so surprised about people's take on your character when your character is, I'm going to lie to people. Stop acting surprised.
When have I ever acted surprised? But more importantly,
you know what's a Schmeckle surprise? A Schmeckle surprise is hitting me up out of nowhere about let's make a stream. You've never done that to me. Hitting me up out of nowhere and be like, let's do a stream. I need to do a stream. I need to get on stream, learn about this BROCKUS stuff. It's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, that might be a surprise. I could see how that might be a surprise.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be me acting surprised, though.
That's you acting pretty surprised. You're acting pretty surprised. Dude, it's exactly you surprised because you acted surprised about why are people thinking about BROCKUS this way. And then I just explained it to you. I also just explained to you what you can't even remember what you did to me, and you're telling me that's not true. Like, this is where we're at, Schmeckle, is you can't even remember what you did to me, promised to me, and then lied to me about, tried to throw me under a bus. You tried to do it live. Thank God it was a fucking fluke that it wasn't even live. And then you wonder, why do they have such a chip on their shoulder?
And see,
and you never address that, and you always you never address that. What you always drill home is, oh, Zell, you handled it so poorly. You shouldn't have brought up this information and that information. You never go, and yeah, that was fucked up what BROCKUS was agreeing to do. That was fucked up that I was about to lie to Zell and try to start more shit while I believe BROCKUS' side so I can throw Zell under the bus. You never address that shit. You just always harp on how dare you bring up personal blah, blah, blah. Okay, how dare you lie? How dare BROCKUS lie? And my bad for bringing up personal shit. I should have been more adult about it, but go to fucking hell for lying. How's that? How's that work?
I'm still
because I haven't lied. I haven't lied to this point. Again, show me the fucking lie because I can show you on streams BROCKUS' lies that you've agreed to. This is my whole point.
But I want you to show me my lie.
You want me to show you? You want me to show you when you took me off air? Here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. I can just ask Kadun, and she was there for it all. Is she lying too? Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah, I bet you're gonna say that next, right?
Well, yes, it is possible for two people to lie, especially.
Okay,
two
well,
that are close
what we have
friends.
over you, well, no, what we have over you is you don't remember the event. You just said earlier you don't remember the event. So we have two people that remember the event. So
Well, that would
you
be
gotta
because
believe
if
us.
it didn't happen, I would not remember it.
You don't even remember if it didn't happen. You just admitted that right now.
Well, yeah, I can flat out say
Get the
there's a
fucking
chance
memory
it
together,
may
bro.
But I think the big reason that I don't remember it is because it didn't happen. If you could show me some
Oh
evidence,
my god, are you fucking kidding me? No. I've been talking about this event since it happened. This is the first time, though, that you've sat on a stream and been like, I don't even think it fucking happened. The whole thing just didn't happen now, Schmeckle? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay,
You didn't.
then
No.
you should be able
You
to.
didn't.
You should be able to at least
Here's how it
prove that
fucking
I've
started.
spoken about this before.
Here's how it fucking started. Is
Give me something,
you came to me.
Zell.
I'm giving you something. You came to me when
Come on,
BROCKUS and I
Zell,
went back
you
to that.
dumb,
Oh, you want
unemployed
all of the
motherfucker,
fucking.
give me
You want all of the
something.
fucking evidence, or it didn't fucking happen, and you get to whisk away, and you're lying right
I don't
now
want
to
all
everybody.
the evidence. I want
You're
some
lying
evidence,
to everybody
Zell.
on this fucking stream right now. To their
This
face, and
ain't
you don't care.
Disneyland. You can't
And you
just
don't
play
care.
no motherfucking character.
And you don't care. You don't care that you're lying to everybody right the fuck now.
Zell,
you don't care that I
could
could bring Kadunta. You don't care that I could bring
Back
Kadunta
up
on.
your
You would tell her to her
claims.
face she's a liar, right? All of this was just made up, right?
Back up your claims.
Huh?
It's not a hard concept. Back
up
your shit
the
up.
claims that I can't back up because it was a private hangout and I didn't know how to record shit back then. Back it up.
The claims that I can't back up. Yes, that's the thing. You are making claims out of your ass.
No, but you know it's true, or you can't remember it. So if you can't remember it, and we can put two and two together.
Yeah, man, I don't remember most of the things that ain't happened to me.
Yeah, you don't remember shit.
I never remember. I don't remember that time.
I love
was
the
run
idea
over
that
by
you
a
could just
taxi.
drag us into a fucking private hangout, and that I was supposed to know a year and a half later. Oh, I need to have that recorded because Schmeckle's gonna fucking lie out of his teeth.
I didn't bring it up. Why the fuck? What the fuck you talking about? You made
I brought it up. I brought it up because it was
conversation.
integral to BROCKUS. What are you? Why are you trying to act like it's surprising that I brought this up? It's integral to the whole BROCKUS.
You're acting like I dragged you in to talk about that to get a gotcha on you.
No, I'm not acting like you did a gotcha. We're doing a stream where you wanted to catch up on the BROCKUS stuff. That's integral to the BROCKUS thing. What's the matter with you?
I'm not arguing with the BROCKUS stuff.
Yes, you are. You just said that the catalyst of the entire event didn't occur. It didn't occur. Show me the proof. It didn't occur. Well, that's perfect, Schmeckle, because we don't have recording.
No, I'm saying that me
so go lie,
because
you're able to lie about this one. You can get away with it.
I'm saying that me trapping you into a stream did not happen.
It absolutely happened because you approached me. No, you approached me. You approached me in DMs because me and BROCKUS were going back and forth, and you wanted to settle it. And then here was the deal that you laid out to me. You're gonna talk to me privately offline. That was the deal. Here's what I end up being in when I hop into your fucking hangout, you and BROCKUS. Now it's still offline, but then I learn a little later that was a fluke, and you told me to my fucking face, online face, that you wanted it live. And it was going to be a bloody beatdown where you were on BROCKUS' side.
Yeah, I need something to back that up, man.
Of course you do, buddy. Of course you do. Maybe drink hard enough, you'll fucking do a rap about it. Maybe it'll shake something up in your head.
I
have a question.
Again, I would need evidence.
I know you would, buddy. I know you would.
I have a question.
You need all the evidence in the world.
So, Schmeckle, do you know that BROCKUS was lying?
You cut out. Do I know that BROCKUS
was lying?
I got was that time?
Oh, damn it, stupid press to talk. Did you know that BROCKUS was lying, or do you know currently that BROCKUS is lying? About the stalking shit.
About his claims about Zell, I only know about them from hearing about them like the past couple days.
No, I mean the stalking shit. Isn't that what we're talking about, or am I lost?
Oh no, BROCKUS, by the time I heard about it, was open about, yeah, he fucking did that. It was a creepy fucking thing.
Okay,
and he did that.
But it took your stream to get him to admit that he did it. He was lying previously to that.
No, by the time he came on, as far as I was concerned, he had been open about it. I don't know if he had appeared on earlier streams or something like that to lie about it. But he came on. He gave like a very, very weak defense for why he did it, but he was pretty blatant about having done it.
All right, I'm just making sure because this was a little point I was kind of confused on. So,
yeah, no. If you go back and watch that stream,
can I? I mean, does the stream still exist?
Some of them do. I don't know if all of them do.
I'm not sure. If it was on the Kunstream channel, it exists and it'll be re-uploaded soon. If it was on the Snatchcast channel, it should still be there.
So, what is it, Zell, that you're saying that BROCKUS was lying about? Because I may be lost on this.
I was pointing out that at first he was denying the claims of the stalking.
Okay, that's what I'm... Okay.
And then he followed it up with, number one, admitting it, and then followed that up with a stream where he reframed his entire relationships as he was the victim, and that he even admitted to all the things that I told everybody he did. He admitted to all of them, but reframed it as like, you know, I was just driven crazy by these terrible women.
So what I'm gathering here is you, Schmeckle, are claiming that you were not privy to the denying part of this BROCKUS issue.
Yeah, no, basically, from everything I've heard from BROCKUS and everything I've at least had BROCKUS on my show with, he's been pretty open about the fact that, yeah, he did that and it was fucked up.
Did you, but you also, this is the part that really confuses me. Like, this is the part where I'm just really lost, okay? Because, like, okay, so he came out and he opened up about it, said, you know, that he did it, etc. to you, right? Zell says he lied about it before. But regardless of whether or not he lied about it before admitting it, you still supported him after he admitted doing it. And yet, somehow, he's just as trustworthy as Zell. And I remember that stream, you didn't give BROCKUS a hard time much at all whatsoever from what I saw. And if you're willing to say that Cadunt was possibly lying now, that doesn't make any sense because you said that BROCKUS already admitted it to you. So I'm just like, there's a lot of like convoluted shit here that I'm like trying to weave through, and I'm really lost.
At the time, it was a he said, she said thing. BROCKUS flat out went, yeah, I fucking did this.
Okay, so
as long as...
Okay, so originally, if it was he said, she said, then he was originally lying.
Well, no, there had been no denial from him yet.
Then it's not he said, she said.
There didn't end... Okay, then at that point, it was just she said. We were expecting, or at least I was, expecting BROCKUS to argue in his favor. He didn't. Instead, he copped to the shit and tried to excuse himself. Rather than, you know, just Nah, I didn't fucking do that. It's something that we gave him shit about publicly and privately for quite some time. But
So,
like with anything else, I don't carry shit on for long periods of time.
so why didn't you toss him to the curb the moment that he admitted to doing it?
The moment I found out that he was extremely sorry about it and that Kadunt, for the most part, had let it drop. It was something that was very much put into consideration. But at that point, I ran the shit as somewhat of a democracy, and he didn't get booted.
Okay, so this is again like going back to the trustworthy thing. I mean, if we're going with patterns of behavior and shit like that, I mean, in a matter of trust and all that fucking jazz. Where I'm really lost is how is Zell equally as trustworthy to BROCKUS if fucking BROCKUS like is straight up a stalker. And apparently, according to
The
Zell
thing that
here,
would
there's
get
more
me about
shit.
you, about Zell, would probably be the quick turn from Brockus's best friend to Brockus's hated enemy
I mean,
over
dude,
something that hadn't happened recently.
I'm
It
okay.
was this sudden switch over something in the past.
It was a sudden switch over Brockus.
A very fucked up thing in the past, yes.
No, it was a
But
sudden switch
a
over
sudden
Brockus
switch.
getting. It was a sudden switch over Brockus getting petty over a tweet reply that I had done, and then
And
in
see,
D and
again,
then in
the
DMs
earliest thing I saw was from
and
you.
then in DMs being a petty little bitch, and his ego was going out of control. And then I thought, okay, it's done. We're heated at each other. Mommy and daddy are fighting. So I left it at that. And then it was messages from him of, I quit the show. I quit this. I won't show up on anything you guys are on, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Okay, fine. And then it was, you approached me. And that's when you and your buddies decided Brockus is believable, and let's give Zell a fucking hard time and throw him under the bus. And that's what you deny to this day, and fuck you for that. You're wrong. Everything could have been fine. Brockus and I fight, but with his huge ego and yours, that's what happened.
Well, and the other thing is too that's
Sorry, I walked away
interesting. Well, the other interesting part
Oh,
to
wow.
me. Oh, sorry. What was the last part, Zell?
That was it.
No, Schmeckle missed the last part.
Which last part? Which last part?
I don't know, like the last 30 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll just recap. I just said that it all started with, like, Brockus being petty over a tweet reply I did, him and I fighting in DMs, me walking away from it going, okay, it's done. We're in fight mode. That happens with me and Brockus. And then Brockus messaging me and Kadunt that he's quitting every show that he's with us on. He won't show up on anything that we're on, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, okay, whatever. We're not even going to respond. And then you approaching me and you deciding with your buddies that Brockus was the believable one, and we're going to give Zell a fucking hard time and throw him under the bus. And that's what you deny to this fucking day. And you're a fucking liar about it.
No, I don't deny at all that we picked a side.
Oh no, you were straight up with me about that.
Well, we picked a
What you
pretty
deny
clear
is
side.
that was the start of it. You try to act like, and you just said earlier that. Wait, so you're admitting that happened? You just said earlier that didn't happen.
No, I admit that we picked a side. What I said didn't happen is that I tricked you into some stream.
You don't even remember. How can you say it didn't happen?
Well, because it's not something I do.
Yes, it is. That's totally a Schmeckle move. You've done dirty, nasty shit for drama all the time. Antoine hates my guts right now, and he'd agree to that.
Yeah, but I
Stop
always let
fucking
people know when they're
lying.
joining a stream.
Hey,
That's
hey,
the point of
hey,
it.
stop lying. That's it. That's all I've ever asked from you, dude. That's all I ever asked from you.
Uh,
Just stop the fucking lying.
you find me one example of me tricking somebody into a stream.
You've baited
And
people on streams all. Okay, I'll give you one. You start up like the hooligan stream, and then you'll like before you start it up, you'll like lie to Antoine and try to get him on there and start some shit. You do it all the time.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Again, I'm gonna need you to back up your claims.
Oh boy. If
You
you're gonna
see-
play this game, okay, that's cool.
Well, okay. So
Well,
the
It's
funny,
not a very good looking game on your part, but okay.
yeah, like honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let me ask the chat. Chat, do you believe that Schmeckle would do anything that dirty to get drama on his channel?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he had
Has
actually
he done anything like that?
I'm pretty sure he said that he does stuff like that in the past and was okay with it.
Come on,
I'm gonna need
Schmeckle,
someone
come
to
on,
back
stop
up,
it.
then.
Stop it.
Yeah,
But-
you got a lot of streams to choose from.
Look, Penoid. We tricked mad people into streams. Who cares? Yeah, no one cares. We just care about you lying about it. Stop lying.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's it. I don't care that you did that. I thought it was enjoyable most of the time.
Yeah, but there was no trickery involved.
Okay.
If I ever
Yeah.
set a stream,
Kaz Warfox says, yes, I would believe Zell. He does it all the time.
if it wasn't a stream, or if it wasn't a very clear invitation outlining what the stream
There's
was,
Ace. There's Ace in the chat.
extremely
He has done that shit in the past
sarcastic, like
and
I'd
will
said-
do it again.
Like I'd said to Andy.
I don't see what's wrong with it really. I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. I honestly.
Yeah, it's not something I've done though.
That's probably the dumbest thing you've ever said. You said a lot of dumb shit. That's probably the
I've
dumbest thing.
certainly invited people on without saying, "Hey, this guy you hate might be there." But it's always been with the
All right,
understanding
we're getting
that
somewhere, one step at a
it-
time. Okay.
It's always been with the understanding
Mm-hmm.
that we're talking about that guy,
Mm-hmm.
and with the regular Cunstream rule, if we're talking about you, if you are the subject of conversation,
There would be
you're
no
invited.
issue if you said I tried to start shit and throw you under the bus. I could work with that. I could work
No,
with
I'm
that.
always trying to start shit. I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus.
Mm-hmm. When you put me into an off-air hangout, the promise would be just you and me, and it was you, me, and BROCKUS, and it was supposed to be live. Those were your
Yeah,
words.
that was very much not the case.
Okay. You're a fucking liar.
Like, I might trick you into an online stream with, or an offline stream with somebody you hate,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't gonna be going live in that case.
Mm-hmm. I remember too, it was in between a couple of your shows too. And I remember you saying the intention was to go live. And there was some fuckery, and you just ended up putting it offline. You just ended up doing it offline. And that was something I didn't learn until later.
Yeah, now see, you're sitting here saying this was something that was pivotal. If I was planning to make it go live, I woulda.
No, it was a last minute thing. See, you don't even remember. It was a totally last minute thing. It was like within 5 minutes of it all going down. Like this happened fast.
I have a feeling what happened is I invited you to.
You have a feeling. Well, guess what? I have the fucking memory, you idiot. You have a
Okay,
feeling.
and
I have the fucking memory.
You have the memory, but no evidence.
And Cadunt has
I'm
the
trying
fucking
to
memory.
think of
No.
which,
If you want to go
I'm
off, if you want to go off
what
evidence,
possible
if you want to go off
situation this
evidence,
could be.
no. If you want to go off evidence, and you want to make the claim that it didn't happen, and I want to make the claim that it did, I have more evidence. It's called memory, and not one person's head, but two, you stupid fuck. Kadunt as well. So then I win.
Hey, hold on. Kadunt is actually in the waiting area. Do you want me to drag her in?
Yes.
Are you there, Kadunt?
Hello, beautiful.
Yes, I'm gonna need something to back this up. And to stop hearing my own voice.
Yeah, you're echoing a bit. Sorry. Yeah.
I fixed it.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I apparently somehow had you muted. Sorry.
It happens. No stress, no worries. So, Zell,
Yeah.
you were pulled into the offline hangout, and it was offline,
Yeah.
because, and I remember the conversation because I remembered Schmeckle saying, "Why the fuck you two acting like a couple 14-year-olds?"
Yes, I remember that.
And
That
it was
does sound like
offline.
me.
And he's like, "You guys are friends. You shouldn't be doing this shit."
Yep.
That's what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the offline was about. It was, and I remembered because it was right after Not Safe for Wednesday episode.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those little interims.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where is it you're having an issue? Because I just got
Hey,
and heard this.
it's sounding like what happened is for fuck's sake, I can hear myself, Kadan.
Shh.
I don't know if she could fix that.
I'm trying.
But the issue,
nobody.
the issue is that do you remember where and I think I might have explained this to you if it wasn't told to you, but do you remember where I found out it was supposed to be online? And it was just last minute he went offline, but he was going to go online.
I remembered he asked, and he said, "I would like for this to be online." It was never started off as such. He wanted it to be an online, back and forth kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
you
I'm
were
not
right
here to
to
throw
bring her
anybody
in. I
under the
am
bus.
being
I'm just here to get
destroyed.
things cleared and clarified because a lot of things can get misconstrued due to anger.
Schmeckle wrecked.
No, fair enough.
Okay?
I'll have to disagree, Kadant, because I remember it was a big issue that I brought up.
I remember you had an issue with it because you're like, I don't like, why do you want to put this online? And Schmeckle had said, well, I'd been wanting to. I wanted to, but I didn't. It wasn't it, and it wound up going live later, if you remember that correctly. He wound up going live later, but he didn't pull you in expecting you to be like, all right, we're gonna jump in live. That got a little mixed up, but I remember when he said that he wanted to, you got mad at him for it because you felt like he tricked you into trying to do like a live
No,
stream
afterwards
thing.
I found out he wanted it on.
What do you mean?
No, it was afterwards I found out he wanted it on.
Yeah, after he
What
gone live
I
with
mean
the
is
actual
like
Crunch
I
Stream
didn't.
episode.
What I mean is I didn't know I was hopping into something that he initially wanted online, and whether it was like a fluke or he decided not to, I wasn't informed until after. That he was still gonna want it. He was still gonna do it anyway.
I don't remember that being the case. But again, it's been like a year.
Wait, this supposedly happened a year ago? Not only is he wrong about it, but this is a year old?
It's not that he's wrong, because this is how he felt. There's nothing wrong with that. If he felt like you basically tricked him, then that's how he felt. Whether that is the actual case is a completely different thing. But yes, this did happen a year ago. He felt like you had tricked him because you had been saying that you wanted to put online. And he felt like you got him into that in an attempt. I don't think that was the case. In my memory, that was not the case. But because it was presented to him in that way, that's how he felt. People have different conceptions of things. People experience things in different ways.
Yes, there are feels and there are reals.
And there's nothing innately wrong with it. The way Zell's presenting it, that is the truth as it was presented to him. He's not lying in the way that he felt, because he found out, because it's true, you did want to put it live on air. And he felt you had tricked him into an off air in an attempt to make it alive on air. It didn't happen in that way. It didn't actually go forth in that manner because you didn't put it live. It remained an off air hangout. You did go live later that night.
This feeling shit makes it sound awful.
I'm sorry. I don't have any other way to present it.
This is the most heterosexual way she can explain it for you, Zell.
Because I know you're not lying. And I know that's how you felt then as well. Because you and I had a conversation.
Yeah, but do you understand when you say, and I like, dude, like, I totally understand.
You sound like his
I totally
mother.
understand. I totally understand Schmeckle's boat right now, where he's like, oh, that's all I needed was to hear feelings. Like, I didn't feel that way. That's what fucking happened.
Right? Like, I gave up on any sensible argument after that.
So was
At
this?
least we're on the same page there.
So was this brought up on the stream, by the way?
I don't remember the stream after that. Cadunt probably does, but
no, I don't.
but I do like, you know, I do remember like the comments that Cadunt says were made. I do remember those specifically, and then what I remember is, and I don't know, I want to say I learned it from Little Miss. I think it was Little Miss Nan, but I learned it from somebody that what I had hopped into was supposed to be live, even though I had said it shouldn't be. And, for example, it was also promised to me that it was a one-on-one, but BROCKUS was in there. And Cadunt can at least attest to that was something that was lied to me about. And then I learned afterward that I was also lied to about, like, you were still going to go live with it anyway. And then I don't know why it didn't happen.
There is definitely the possibility, no, even the likelihood that I would trick you into an off-air stream with BROCKUS. There is zero chance I would have tricked you into it being live without your knowledge.
Oh, as soon as it went live, you would tell me, but of course you would do that.
Well, no, or even jumping on you with, hey, it's live now.
Of course he would do that.
Find one time that I have and back up that claim.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, every
And you
every
literally
time I
don't
hear
take me down
that,
the street.
all I think of is
So,
a murderer that's being accused of murder, and then he just says, "Prove it." It's just like, I don't know. It just seems like, like the thing is, most of these streams don't even
I'll
exist.
let that standard stand for itself. I don't think I need to comment on that.
No, I understand the asking for evidence part to a point, but it's just the consistency of it just seems akin to saying I plead the fifth. It's just like a wall, because like, you know that it's like damn near
No,
impossible.
if you can bring up absolutely anything that I've actually done, I will talk about it. But for the things that you're making claims that, let's say, at best, I don't remember.
Dude, you did so many
I'm
fucking
gonna need
shows
proof.
that it's a blur to fucking Tyro, the robot. And you're like,
Alright.
bring up the one specific one.
No. Well,
Well, yeah, if you're making the claim, you should have something to back it up. That's basic stuff.
That's just what
Well-
happened.
okay, when it comes to the whole, because I remembered this, yeah, Schmeckle definitely tricked you into the off-air hangout with saying that, you know, he wanted to have a one-on-one.
And I will fully admit to that.
He definitely did that. I remembered
Yeah.
that because
And did you do
when
that
BROCKUS
with the
showed up, because I guess you had showed up and then left, and then I got in there, and then BROCKUS showed up, and then you came in,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mm-hmm.
And let's just put it this way: if Miss Anon is saying that he was gonna throw it live, like he was planning on just making it live without letting you know, this is Miss Anon. But then again, I have certain I'm not a major fan of her, considering how she decided to try and twist certain shit before. But I'm going to put this out there that Schmeckle did say he wanted to try and make it live. He would have rather have had it live.
No, see,
was kinda
if Anon said it, then if Anon said it, it's probably true. I just proof of that. If Anon said it, I trust Anon. If Anon legitimately said that, then I probably legitimately did it.
I'm throwing her name out there because we did have contact about. She was the original person that approached me about doing an off air. She was going to be the mediator. She approached me and she's like, "Hey, I want to get you and BROCKUS in an off air, and we can handle this." So she was the one that approached me. That's why her name comes to mind.
See, if Anon said I did that, I probably did it. But I very much doubt Anon said that.
it could very much not be her, but I know I learned it, and I know it was very shortly after. I think I even screamed at you in the off air about it.
Who you learned it from kind of matters. If you learned it from one of my guys, you know, probably a good point. If you learned it from some random, probably not so much.
Didn't you even admit it in the fucking off air? You don't even fucking remember.
admitted
What am I saying? I'm trying.
according to Gadant, that I would like to bring it live.
Yeah, you did say in the off air, and it's one of the reasons why you left the off air. Zell, you got mad because
Oh yeah,
Schmeckle-
yeah. Your intent, because you pulled me in and it wasn't a one-on-one, so you fucking lied there, and then you explained to me your intent, and your intent was to go live, and I was like, this is literally counter to everything we agreed to, and you didn't give a shit, and I fucking left. And then Kadunt hopped in there, and then I heard her because I was living with her. so I hopped in too, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So like, don't act like there isn't a level of like deception. So that's really what matters.
No, it's a very different level of deception than you were talking about.
That was your intent. You wanted to go live.
I used a lady scheme to get you to talk to your former friend.
No, but what pissed me off is that was your intent to go live after you agreed with me that you made me feel safe enough to be like, it's gonna be just you and me, bud, off air. You and me. And it was after that that you're like, I'm gonna get Brockus in there, and then I gotta try and get this live after our agreement. So you fucking lied to my face.
I've already admitted that much. I lied to your
Yeah.
face that Brockus was
So
gonna
then you wondered what started it all? Because here's the other thing that I want to get to. Once we got that off air, don't you tell me it wasn't a fucking it was an uphill grind on ice skates for me and Cadunt from that moment. And that's when me and Cadunt realized, oh, you're throwing us under the bus.
Why was it an uphill grind?
Are you
At
serious?
worst, it was 2 against 2.
No, it wasn't. It was the host of the fucking show going, all right, I'm on Brock's side.
Well,
Convince me otherwise.
We were off air,
What?
so it wasn't the host of the show. It was just 4 guys.
It was the host of the fucking
3
cunt
guys and a
stream.
chick.
It wasn't just 4 guys. It was the host of the fucking cunt stream, and we did streams on there. And it was the guy saying, I'm on Brock's side. Convince me otherwise. And it was just beating us to a bloody pulp. It was giving me and Cadunt a hard ass fucking time, and constantly making excuses, for Brockus. Constantly.
I will have to have Anon repost that stream. We did not make excuses for Brockus.
You constantly, Little Miss Anon did the 2-hour stream with Brockus making excuses for his relationships. What do you mean you didn't make excuses for him?
Anon did do that stream. I'm talking
about
it on the cunt stream.
Yeah.
The one I was actually present for.
So we got that cleared up?
Yeah, the fact that I wasn't in that stream.
Well, I don't care if you were in that stream or not. What are you fucking talking about?
Wait, no. Can I put a little something in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Zell, you said that that Schmeckle was making excuses for Brockus.
Yeah.
And Schmeckle, you had you'd gone with the diatribe that the explanation for his behavior was that he was just a broken man.
I don't think that's so much excusing it as just saying he's a broken fucking dude. It was pathetic. I didn't mean for that to be an excuse.
That sounds like an excuse.
I meant for it to be he's creepy as shit. He's a broken dude.
Yeah, that sounds like a pity party.
Yeah, that's like, this isn't this guy's fault. He's a pedo. He just has brain cancer.
Well, I certainly did not mean to remove any responsibility from Brockus.
But you did, and then your co-host did, and you let your co-host do it and didn't care.
Non did it on her own channel, separate from us.
Yeah, and you had no comment about it?
I didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Although I did call her out privately for being overly supportive of that. But no, the thing with Anon was nothing to do with me.
Well, this has been fun. I'll catch you all later.
All right, bye, lady.
Thanks for coming. She left.
I'm glad she came.
Well, we
She
did get clarification, you know?
Zell wanted her to.
No, we did get clarification. That's proof of, you know, she's not up my ass. She came in here and told her side of it. You know what I mean? She told her truth. And she clarified shit. It helped me. So it wasn't an instance of you hiding it from the get-go. There was conversations about it beforehand. But then you still fucking lied to my face. And then had the intention after you agreed not to me. So all we've clarified is, oh, okay, you lied to me sort of differently. Good for you, Schmeckle.
Yeah, I tricked you into talking with BROCKUS, and then I suggested we go live.
Yeah, after I said I didn't want to, and you really wanted to, and you really wanted me and Brockus live. After you talked to me about not doing that.
Hill than mountain, man.
Yeah. So again, what's your point? You fucking lied.
All right, man. Put on your mountain gear.
So you all caught up with the Brockus shit? You got it?
I think I got the gist of it.
All right.
Penoid has something to say, apparently. Just tried
All
to
right.
mean.
Yo, this is gayer than 8 guys blowing 9 guys.
Hey,
First off.
Schmeckle messaged me. He wanted to be caught up on the Brockus stuff on a live stream, all right?
Yo, look, this is shit. This is shit about a stream from a year ago about shit that happened like 3 years before that.
No, it wasn't that long ago. It was like a year ago.
It was a year ago, and then it happened like 2 or 3 years before that.
What are you talking about?
He's
The whole fucking thing.
What?
When Brockus actually went and fucking did all this where he jerked off in a fucking station wagon, whatever the fuck it was.
Okay, what about it?
Yo, look, number one,
we're here because Schmeckle wanted this, and so that's what we did.
Yo, this is the gayest shit ever. All right, yo, and the reason why Schmeckle sided with Brockus is because you were burning your social media down every fucking month and a half, and then disappearing for 4 months. If you were a stable individual and you were constantly to fuck around, motherfuckers would hand you shows because Zell, you are entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Schmeckle's about his money, and there's no money to be made off of you.
Yeah. That's true. I did nuke myself a lot, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so Brockus was there. He was willing to run Schmeckle's channel for him. And Schmeckle at that point was drunker than most of Ireland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll totally agree that Brockus was really good at what he did, and he could be a really likable guy. And I was not, like you said, I was not. You couldn't depend on me. I was not dependable. Yes, I was not dependable. Yes. I was not consistent. I would show up for a couple episodes, and then I would get burned out, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is boring," and then I would nuke my channel and shit. So I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's at. You know what I mean? So it's not so much motherfuckers just shit on you. It's just that you were kind of hot. What do you do with a dude who just goes out, burns his fucking channel down on a regular basis, and then goes and goes, oh well, this is just what I do. It's we love Ace, but on the same point, am I gonna stand here and choose Ace over Excel at some point?
No, you're not. No. Brockus made a great co-host on the Cunt stream.
Yeah, and I even made excuses for Brockus. All right, yeah. I did. I had to. Why? Because I'm dude, I've loved the bit so much. When we broke up and we were fucked up. I drive by her goddamn house every once in a while. I hope to fucking see her. You know what I mean? Not thinking I'm gonna do anything, but that's what the fuck you do when you're all fucked up and pissed off, and you're not really pissed off. You're fucked up. Your heart's broke. You know what I mean? And you miss somebody. You tend to do these type of things.
Well, because the reason why he made excuses for Brockus is because MGTOW go their own way together.
fuck, like yo, he don't go my way. That
Don't
nigga
don't bring up
he
MGTOW.
goes,
Don't bring up MGTOW.
yo, he goes to Dungeons and Dragons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he goes to places where man buns are welcome. Like, I'm not that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
you know, and like I'm not a Mexican who plays Dungeons and Dragons. I can't be that dude.
Yeah.
You know, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? And like, and by the way, I find it odd that Anu Vlad's over here being the fucking internet decency police.
What are you trying to say?
Like, yo, you over here fucking like calling niggas out and trying to like, what are you trying to be, Tyro now? Like, what you fucking like? You're is that what you're doing? Is that why like you shit on Tyro in your last video because you want to be this nigga? You want to take his spot? Because that's what you're doing right now.
No, I'm just tired and I don't really give a shit. Or are you referring to my video?
Both.
Well,
like, yo, because you're over here. Hang on, let's get these details proper about an offline hangout from a year and a half ago.
No, okay, whoa. No.
Where was this Pinoid? I missed
okay,
this
no,
Pinoid for like a month.
okay, yeah, that's great and dandy. Okay, first and foremost, it wasn't my idea to do the stream. Zell came to me. He just told you that earlier that Schmeckle came to him. So merely all I did was I turned on the stream. So to quote Sparky, all I did was open the door. In this case, it's
it sounds like you over here running a Me Too trial on motherfucking BROCKUS without even being here.
Don't get me wrong. I'd bring BROCKUS in and tell him how much of a piece of fucking human garbage he is.
He's a good guy.
He's a piece of shit.
He's a good dude.
He's a piece of shit.
Pinoid. He was just on Pinoid. He just fed information to Tonka to lie about me.
I don't give a fuck about that. He stalks women. I don't give a fuck.
There's that too. But
yeah,
come on, Pinoid. Come on.
All right. Look at he's a good dude. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he talks good about me. So
No. The moment you do that shit, you automatically cease to be a good dude. Are you gonna make excuses for pedos too? You're gonna say they're good dudes as well?
No,
why don't we go to rapists?
Vlad, no. To be fair, Vlad. To be fair,
there is no fairness. I'm Vlad.
No. I also don't want to play that game of like, if you like BROCKUS, like that's awful and stuff. Like Pinoid likes him. He can like him all he wants. No. Pinoid can attest to this. No matter what people said about Pinoid, I liked him. Still do. Right?
Yeah, like, again, this isn't about whether or not Pinoid likes him. He can like him all he wants, but don't tell me that the guy's a good dude. Like, that's the bottom line for me. Don't tell me my view is wrong.
You think he's trash. I think he's just got an ego that's bigger than he can handle, and I want to get rid of that ego because I do want to end this. That's where I'm at. I want to end all of it.
I don't think he has it. I think he has very low self-confidence, and that's why he does the shit that
Good.
he does.
Maybe he should blow his fucking brains out.
Nigga, goddamn, my shit is fucking retarded.
No, we can hear you, man.
All right, I thought it dropped out again, but like he stopped talking, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, I thought you were gonna like leave the internet. I hope we still have this Pinoid because I miss this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm not leaving. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Oh shit, you there?
paywall, right? Like my hardcore shit that like I'm gonna get flagged for and put it behind a $1 paywall, and then I'm gonna keep like just economic news and probably like some streams and shit on my fucking channel. Try to clean it up a little bit. That way, like I stop getting struck. I got 6 strikes in the past 3 months.
Okay. I just wanted an explanation because I thought like you were like ghosting like me, for example, and I was like, why?
I felt that way. Like, not because like I caught another strike just because like I covered a story and I said, look, we should not dismiss somebody who's willing to go out and kill themselves in order to fucking like get their point across. Maybe you shouldn't dismiss that person. You know what I mean? Because that's how revolutions are started, and that's like, you know what I mean, legit. We should think about this and analyze what they're doing and analyze their mentalities and take them at face value. And fucking, you know what I mean? I said, I'm not condoning what the fuck they doing, but we should take them fucking seriously. And, you know what I mean? Like, and like fucking all of a sudden YouTube's like, oh man, he's over here promoting fucking mass violence and shit. And I'm like, nigga, and this is exactly what they said. He is promoting violence and mass shootings. That's what they said I did with my video. And I'm like, I'm gonna get red flagged. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna come and fucking investigate me. I'm like, I just wanted to run away for the minute. I'm like, nigga, I need to do something. And I had 7 days anyway, some time to think about it. Like, you know what? the economy's blowing up, gold's up, silver's up. Like, yo, it's time for me to like I'll just run on some economic shit for a while and like just stick to the stuff that like people like anyway. I get good views on, you know what I mean? And I can just put the rest of my stuff that everybody, you know what I mean, really likes, you know, like me being crazy and nonsense, put that behind the paywall. Like, it's gonna be $1, not like $5. It's $1. You can watch whatever the fuck you want off of that, and it's all gonna be on Bitch. It's all already on BitChute anyway. You know what I mean? So you don't got to worry about it. It's kind of the deal.
All right. Well, I don't want to. That's cool, dude. I just don't want to get too much in the weeds. So I want to get back to the subject.
Yeah,
so
I want to get back to the subject too.
I just want to say, like, you know, again, you came in with super fair criticism that you know, like, I was an unstable guy for quite a while. You know, I've stabled out a little more, but I'm a pretty unstable dude. And you're like, that comes across bad, you know, and also not being able to stay on shows. I didn't stay on shows. Like, I figured out, it took me a long time to figure out, oh yeah, I just shouldn't do shows. But I tried, and I just would burn out and leave or nuke my channel, and you know, it's fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And on top of that, like, with BROCKUS, like, you gotta understand, like, if you get on BROCKUS's level, like getting his head where he's at.
Oh, you mean stalking women?
Yo, man.
All right, Vlad. No. All right, let him finish.
Right, like, if you get in BROCKUS's head where he is, right, on some serious shit, like, yo, he doesn't think a whole lot of himself, right? Like, he doesn't like consider himself like high and mighty. He talks like he does, but like he really doesn't. Like, that's like he fucking most definitely is a very humble individual when it comes down to like, well, he knows.
You're pretty spot on. You're pretty spot on right now. I just want to remind you though. You're explaining to me what kind of person BROCKUS is, and I'm the person that's known him for 10 years.
I know. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about any of this shit?
No, I'm saying you're doing good. I'm just reminding you, like,
I got you. This is why I'm trying to tell Anu Vlad about this, right?
Yeah.
The mentality is this, right? So when he gets with a female and he dates a female, you know what I'm saying? And like, he gets attached to a chick, right? And like, he ends up like fucking up because he don't feel as though he's worth being with that chick. You know what I mean? Like, deep inside of his head, he legitimately, he doesn't think he's worth that shit. And then once she fucking leaves him, you know, I mean, he's fucking devastated because, like, yo, he legitimately stands here and, you know, I mean, doesn't have the mental capability or wherewithal to deal with some shit like that. To deal with an individual just saying, "Fuck you, I don't want to be with you," right? And so what happens is when they fucking leave and shit, and I mean, he ends up standing here fucking like, I don't want to say he stalks him, but like, what he does is he'll, like, you know what I mean, drive over, like, and he thinks.
I know you don't want to use that word.
Yeah, he's driving like, he's going over like John Cusack with the fucking radio and shit. Like, he wants it to be like a goddamn Disney movie. You know what I mean? Where he can just like hold a boombox over his head playing fucking ABBA or whatever and sit there, you know what I mean, and romance the bitch to get her back, you know what I mean? And he knows that he can't do that, so he just, you know what I mean, he sits there because he doesn't have the ability to stand here and do some shit. And like, for that, like, yo, I'm like, nigga, you know what? I'm not gonna stand here and go like, yo, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of garbage. You know what I mean? Nobody should like you, respect you. We should
just eliminate all personal responsibility and whip out our sympathy bags.
No, I'm saying, like, yo, you should motherfucking stand here and have an actual conversation about relationships with a dude and try to build a nigga up, rather than standing here going, you're a piece of shit, but standing here having any fucking feelings towards another fucking.
Hold on, no. Okay, no, hold on. You just came in here giving me shit for making a fucking video, and you're telling me fucking to get to talk to a guy who stalked women? Like, first and foremost, I have 0% fucking sympathy for this guy. Everything you told me, everything you fucking said just boils down to this guy's a waste of space. That's all you said. That's all that comes down to. And if he's that fucking bad, he should go to a mental ward.
Yeah, he's not that fucking bad. He's just been raised around fucking individuals who never taught him any fucking self-worth to value for himself.
Okay, I want to point this out, though, Pinoy, to be fair. You don't give any of these excuses to women.
Oh, no, I give every excuse in the world to women. Like, yo, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
They're doing exactly what they're made to fucking do. Like, yo, they're made to, you know what I mean, fucking, they're made to stand here and secure fucking, you know what I mean, abilities and fucking housing and, you know what I mean, fucking security
when we have to listen to a backstory and use that to dissolve any tension or responsibility when it comes to these actions, it's a slippery slope, my friend, because then why aren't pedos next?
Why aren't pedos next? Because pedos rape children.
He stalked a
That's
woman.
a terrible action, right? That's a terrible
That's a
action,
terrible
right?
action. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Brockus breaking into bitches' houses and stealing their fucking combs?
No.
Is Brockus over here like gathering up their fucking trash clippings and shit and building montages to them in his fucking closet?
He's going through their dirty laundry and sniffing it to see if they slept with other guys.
While he's living with them?
Why does
No.
that fucking matter?
No, not even while he's living with them. No, I just read that out earlier in this stream from a particular lady that he knows exactly who it's fucking from.
Yo, that insecurity is a motherfucker, son. It really is. That
Oh my
insecurity is a
fucking
motherfucker.
come
god.
on, P.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god. Yeah, like at one hand, you know, I give women all the excuses, revoke the 19th Amendment.
Yes.
That makes no fucking sense. Like this is the thing that bothered me. You're giving this guy all the excuses in the world to justify something that if he did that to my fucking kid, I'd blow his fucking brains out. Even if she was an adult, if she was 40, I'd fucking shoot him in the head for it. Like that shit's fucked.
Fuck no. Like yo, like fucking yo, my sister's fucking husband and shit. And now I'm saying, like yo, if I feel as though he's a fucking man, he's handling his business and doing what he's supposed to do. Like, yo, legitimately, like, fucking, like, yo, that nigga, like, yo, that's his responsibility. Like, yo, that's his fucking job. Now, granted, like, yo, he does some dumb shit and, like, beats the brakes off of her. Of course, I'm gonna step the fuck in.
Penoid.
But other than that, I'm not stepping in.
Penoid.
What up?
If I tried to smear some other dude as a woman beater, that I'm still a good guy?
If you tried to smear some other dude as a woman beater?
Yeah, I'm still a good guy, right? Because that's exactly what BROCKUS did on the Tonka stream. You know that, right?
Who'd he smear as a woman beater?
Me!
Why are you beating women, Zell?
See, you don't care.
No.
So you just
Yeah.
Do you beat women?
No!
That's what I figured.
Now I wish I did.
Well, then you should start beating women then, if that's what the fucking deal is.
No, but like, you see, you don't care about that?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Like, yo, how does it really, like, yo, like, all right,
But if
yo,
a woman did it to a
you
dude,
can't
it's
complain. You can't complain anymore then. When someone tries to start shit with you, and if no one's there to back you up, don't complain. I don't want to hear a single complaint out of your fucking mouth then.
like, yo, I mean, like, yo, he shouldn't.
Not
like,
a single one.
He shouldn't be running his mouth about you, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of like y'all's thing. That's what y'all do. Y'all go back and forth.
No, we don't smear each other as a woman beater. That's a little new. It's a little new, Penoid. A little new.
and a
That is
piggy
a little
bank
new.
thief.
Yeah.
Did you steal somebody's piggy banks?
Now I wish I did that too. I wish I stole piggy banks and beat women with them.
You taking lollipops out of little kids' mouths?
That's a little too far for me. I have morals, sir.
Like, yo, what are you doing with piggy banks?
Look, I know, I get it. We're trying to make light of the situation, but you don't care about that. And then I never
Yo.
want to hear you bitch then anymore.
Yo, no, I'm saying, like, dude, legitimately, like, yo, that's some other shit that happened recently. Like, that's something we can address. And no, he shouldn't be saying that, and that's a fucked up ass thing for him to do. Like, it just as an in general thing, that's a fucked up ass thing to do.
I wonder what would have happened if it wasn't actually BROCKUS and it was some chick.
I wonder what would happen. I'd be saying the same fucking thing. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, yo, legitimately, who gives a fuck? Like, yo, keep giving Tonka more fucking airtime. Like, yo, fucking, this is, like, yo, all right. So,
What? What does Tonka have to do with anything?
well, because he went to Tonka and said this shit. Because
Oh,
Tonka's trying
okay.
he's
I
trying
thought
to
you were
bait
talking
Zell
about me.
into-
Sorry.
Yeah. No, he's trying to bait Zell into some nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I seen that. You know what I mean? And Zell, you're doing a good job of not fucking, like, giving him no goddamn airtime, by the way.
Yeah, but your good buddy leaked messages to Tonka and Vam that hopefully were the names were redacted before he did it. You never know. But he leaked it to Tonka and Vamp so that they could read out loud and then misconstrue it as I'm a woman beater. And have BROCKUS not say anything against it. Have BROCKUS go along with it. Happily go along with it. I'm a woman beater.
Yo, yeah, that's fucked up, and that shouldn't be fucking happening. You know, legitimately, that shouldn't be fucking happening. And like, yo, you should chastise him for legitimately releasing DMs about nonsense about you being a woman beater. Because I don't know if you be beating women. Because like, I don't feel like you're the type of dude. I feel like you're the type of guy who would probably sit there and brush a bitch's hair. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of nigga you strike me as far as, you know what I mean, how you
Brush
deal
a
with your women.
bitch's hair?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
What, man? Like, yo, you seem like the type who would like be overly nice to a chick and respect her feelings and shit. You know what I mean? And like fucking, you know,
That's a
care
little too
about
gay for me.
her
That's a little too
haircut.
gay for me. I guess I'll go with that. Let's pretend I'm that. Yeah.
Like, yo, I don't know. Kadut just had to validate your feelings here a little bit ago.
She did, yeah. Yeah, she did.
Yo, my nigga, that was pretty gay, home.
It was a little gay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you that gay point, yeah.
But you just did the exact same thing for BROCKUS when you came in.
I didn't do the exact same thing for
Oh my
BROCKUS
god,
when I
yeah,
came in.
actually you did. You laid out his feeling list for excuses.
No, I laid out the fact that he's a goddamn fucking mama's boy and he's fucking got his goddamn heart broken.
He's like, he's so insecure. He just doesn't know how to handle it. He's such a lonely guy, and he doesn't know how to handle women.
When do you say that it's? When
look,
do you
my
say?
wife,
No,
yo,
no, no,
look,
no,
my
no,
wife-
hold
my
on,
wife-
hold
my-
on,
go-
hold
yo,
on,
all right,
hold on,
go ahead,
hold on,
go ahead.
hold on. When do you say that it's a creepy dude or fuck that dude or that? Like, when do you say that? Because they're all actions, and if they're all actions, now this is one thing I don't get about your MGTOW view. You always spout personal responsibility, but then shower men with excuses. And I get it. I try and be balanced. It's funny when you try and be balanced. So sometimes, again, you have to like understand the women as much as the men. When you try and be balanced, like you can call out for white knight and shit like that. But then I look at you and you're like, personal responsibility. Oh, by the way, here's all the excuses as to why men act this way, which I don't ignore all of them, but like it's super convenient. When do you start to say like, no, fuck that dude?
Yo, I say fuck that dude like when he's legitimately doing something that's actually fucking wrong.
Okay,
I mean,
so then you can say,
fuck that dude.
Wait.
I say fuck that dude when he legitimately like abandons his fucking.
Wait,
children
no,
and shit.
stop, hold on. So stalking a woman is not actually wrong?
No, that's excused because men.
It turns into something bad if you're like confronting the woman or like following her around. You know, what I mean, when she's doing her fucking shopping and shit, like that's wrong. Like being a fucking like legitimate stalker, but like driving by a bitch's crib, some shit like that. Like,
no. What about? And
Go
I can pull this up if you like, sir. But what about walking to said woman's house and standing outside their window while they're asleep, and then, because you stayed there for so long, calling said woman on the phone because you're so tired that you need them to drive you home? What about that shit, Pinoid?
Yeah, that shit sounds terribly desperate.
Terribly,
awfully desperate.
There we go.
It does. It sounds like, does it sound creepy? Yeah, it does. You know what I mean? Does it sound like it's like legitimately something like where I'm like, like, dude, like I feel for you. I feel for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you a lost little bitch puppy dog. I'll tell you like, all right, I'll tell you like this, because there's different levels of this shit. My wife, when I had her, my ex-wife, she was my wife at the time. She went down to the hood and fucking decided to go party and, you know what I mean, fuck these dudes, whatever the case might be. And I went down there with a fucking gun and aired out the fucking crib and knocked out 2 dudes and drug her ass back to the fucking crib. Like, these things happen when you're upset and you're in love.
My problem is I don't understand. My problem is I don't understand what you mean by like these things happen. what I do is I start to think of like, what does he mean? What is he encapsulating when he says that? Is he saying like when a man beats a woman, these things happen? Is he saying like when someone diddles a kid, these things happen? Because you can understand.
Why you gotta keep taking it to pedophilia?
Because
the extreme exaggeration helps get the point across.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it helps.
It just makes you sound fucking.
No.
It makes you sound like everything's pedophile. Like, oh man,
No,
like, yo, you know
it
what,
helps
guys?
establish.
Guys-
No, it helps establish. It helps establish a line, and so that I can go. Why is that the line? Why is there not a line before that? Why? When does that line occur? And it's weird because like you're like
No,
you just
like,
the
yo,
story. The story you just explained, you like is really heavy, and you're like those things happen. So that's the limit, or is there even worse things you can do where you can say those things still happen?
Like, at what point? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do you go?
That's what I'm asking.
Like, yo, I don't know because it's people's relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure Kadant like had broken up with him even, and he continued to do it. So there's not really a relationship anymore at that point. In fact, I would argue that that's a clear line in the sand to point to fact.
It is a clear line in the sand to say like, fucking somebody doesn't want you no more. I got that. I understand that mentality. I legitimately do. But you act like you like. What about drunk texting a bitch that after she breaks up with you?
That is vastly different from fucking creep stalking them.
Yo, I've had bitches I break up with show up at my motherfucking door and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, yo,
yeah, that's not good either. Like that's bad.
I don't treat them like they're fucking.
What do you do? Fuck them?
Stalkers.
Do you fuck them?
No, I tell them kick fucking rocks. Probably because I got a new bitch to fuck over.
So, like, and here's the thing that I just can't get over my head. I have a daughter, and if she was 18, 19, or whatever, and this was happening, like, no, like, dude, I wouldn't take that shit fucking lightly. I'm like, oh, well, it happens. I can't look into that relationship. I'm not in it. Like, oh my God, this guy is just insecure, because it's not the mentally unstable people, like, as you described, that actually do fucking stupid, fucked up shit. Like, I mean, if he's that mentally unstable, all you did was make the case for why he shouldn't be doing that and why he's actually a danger. That's all you succeeded in doing there.
You're not making a case that he's fucking a mental danger. You're making a case that the nigga misses a bitch.
Like, I'm sorry, I've missed bitches too. I've missed bitches too. You don't see me going to their fucking house in the middle of the goddamn night, stalking them like a fucking douchebag. Like, that's what fucking rapists do. Like, I mean, like...
No, because like, yo, we've learned how to deal with this situation. And, like, hopefully by now he has fucking learned. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I don't think there's...
when this shit happened.
I never in my life ever fucking had the thought, oh, gee golly, how about I stalk my ex? What the fuck kind of mentality is that?
You never had the thought to go over to her motherfucking house after she breaks up with you?
No.
Never.
No, because I'm not a fucking weirdo. Like, that's a fucking weirdo mindset. Like, you don't fucking do that.
Bullshit. Like, yo, 15, 16 years old, you went over to a bitch's house and shit. Talking about,
no,
baby, don't break up with me. Come on, baby, let's
talk
about this.
Never
like,
fucking happened.
Everybody did that shit.
Nope. Because you know what I did when I was 15? You know what I did when I was 15?
Everybody's been like naggy in that respect. Like, annoying and things like that. There's a difference between like annoying a girl and she's like, I just can't stand it. Oh, this guy again. There's a difference between annoying a girl and then and you can do this, by the way. Shocker, Mr. MGTOW, you can do this, making a girl just genuinely feel unsafe, which that's what they should never feel.
Yeah,
and there are ridiculous versions of this of like, oh, he DM'd me on Twitter so I feel unsafe. That's stupid and gay. But if you're outside their fucking window at night when they're sleeping, you're not going to feel safe, and you should never feel that.
Yeah, you know what I did when I was fucking 15?
That's what you need to stop excusing.
I split wood so I didn't fucking freeze to death while all you people were going around whining about some girl. That's what I did when I was 15. So like I don't really like completely understand this whole mindset. And yeah, making somebody feel unsafe, that's fucked up. And honestly, if I had a girl stalking me, I would feel just as unsafe because women are fucking insane. Just as
I never feel unsafe unless like I have somebody who I'm legitimately worried about trying to get me.
yeah,
I guarantee, Pinoy, you've made a woman feel unsafe. Genuinely.
I guarantee
unsafe.
fucking you I have. I absolutely
Yeah.
guarantee you I have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is a sick move. Don't do that.
I feel you. And you try not to do that shit. You know what I mean? But like, you can't really control all the time how somebody else feels. You know what I mean? Like,
but
like,
are you saying you can't control your actions? Is that what you're going to profess as a MGTOW?
I'm saying I can't control my essence, right, of how I make somebody more
What the fuck does that mean?
All right, I'll give you for instance, all right, give you a basic example of this.
I just asked you a simple question. Can you control your actions?
I do, but here's the thing. Check this shit out.
Okay.
I've been
he's accountable.
I've been written up at work for making my male boss feel intimidated by looking at him.
Are you really
saying
that's an equivalent?
Unsafe.
Are you really thinking that you're making an equivalency right now?
He felt unsafe.
Are you really trying to make an equivalency right now?
I'm trying to tell you that motherfucking like, sometimes you're going to make somebody feel unsafe around you.
Yeah, and then sometimes you're intentionally making someone feel unsafe.
Sometimes that's just how a nigga feels. Sometimes that's just how somebody feels. That's how
so they can't control their actions again?
Wait, are you seriously? Wait, so we're going back to feels again?
Choose one, motherfucker. Choose one.
I don't care about how somebody else feels most of the fucking time. Like, I'm gonna
try
and I'm not gonna stalk
your actions.
I'm not gonna stalk a bitch, all right? Like, and I think it's a shitbag move, like fucking hanging out in front of a female's fucking house. That's wrong. You shouldn't be over there hanging out in front of a fucking window in the middle of the goddamn night. I got you. I understand what the fuck you saying.
It's okay because it's feels.
I'm trying to tell you. No, I'm fucking completely behind that ideology. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. It's bad. Okay, it is bad. All right, and it's a shitbag move to do. And I'm telling you that, like, legitimately, like, I'd like the nigga to stand here and maybe work on his motherfucking self and become fucking better so he stops doing this type of shit.
Yeah.
Or.
So where do you start? Where do you begin with a guy like that? And I agree with you, by the way. Where do you begin with a guy like that who goes onto Tonka's stream and is happy to smear me as a woman beater? Where do you start with a guy like that? Your buddy who did that.
Well, first off, like, if I was you, I'd stand there and like drag his ass on like somebody's fucking stream and confront him just about that.
We already tried that, sir. He's not responding. The other thing that we can do is what we're doing right now, and what I've already done, which is, for some reason, BROCKUS forgets how many contacts I can have, and I've been doing that. Because if he wants to set the precedent of trying to leak shit and weave it into woman beater, every time he tells a lie about me, I'm going to tell the truth about him.
An eye for an eye leaves us all blind, my brother.
It's not an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye. This is not an eye for an eye.
It's truth versus a lie. Which is interesting because this goes all the way back to the Tyro thing. The video I made where it shows Tyro straight up lied about me. But, that's okay because it's Tyro.
And may I say some bitch made shit to be blocking people in general. May I say that?
He wasn't just blocking me. Did you watch the whole video? He did far more than that.
I did.
Like he straight up he straight up
you and tried to pretend he didn't and make it do a joke.
Well, he tried to.
He was joking
and he tried a whole character assassination on Twitter. Like these.
I just want you and Tyro to get along. That's what I want.
No, like here's the thing. Like he had that opportunity. It's not like he did all this and then I just I listened to your advice, Zell. I did what you told me to do. Right? Did I not? You said.
What did I tell you to do?
You told me
Hey,
I have good advice sometimes, sir.
Actually, to be fair, his advice was reasonable. He said hold off on the video because I remember at that time I was spurging and I was like I want to make a video, and he said hold off on that, and I did. And then he told me the only thing I didn't do was talk to Lo-Fi. But honestly, Zell, I want to make you understand this. I just honestly did not want to say something I regretted to Lo-Fi. So I'm
the reason why I told you to talk to Lo-Fi, you can even ask Pinoid about this, is lo-fi, you can come in hot and swinging at her, and she'll still find a way.
Yeah,
to,
but
like,
I'd probably.
she doesn't care. She'll find a way to calm it down.
I'd probably still feel bad. But the point is, ultimately, also the other thing is that I did is I let you said to let bygones leave bygones and let it chill, right? And that's what I tried doing. I didn't say fucking shit in the DM. I didn't talk shit about him. I didn't talk shit
but
to
you
him.
did release your video.
8 days later, when he did the whole blocking or the kicking me out of the DM group and went all petty salt.
Yeah, well, that shit just happens. You just come to me, and we could have fixed it. Is my whole point.
No, I mean, I was just done at that point. Because look, whenever when I'm at the point where I'm smiling, I'm done, and that's kind of what it boiled down to for me. Is like, and I'm not, and like, here's the thing. What I tried to do with that video, which I guess, based on Pinoid's reaction, I probably failed. But what I was trying to do, my intent was to get him to see that this pattern of behavior and hope that he might change it, and maybe somewhere down the line we could reconcile. That was my intent. Now, granted, my thumbnail and everything was clickbait, but that's me. I make clickbaity ass fucking shit. So, whatever. And I put the Communist Manifesto in there because it's a running gag. So,
well, this could be a whole nother stream, Vlad. I want you to ask Pinoid how much he cares about this.
But okay, fair enough. But well, I mean, he came in hot. He came in hot, like, you're trying to be the next Tyro. And I do want to say, for the record, too, by the way,
Don't make a video on Pinoid. Don't do that shit.
I'm not gonna make it.
I will hand you your ass.
No, why would I make a video about Pinoid? I like Pinoid. He hasn't done anything.
Okay, good.
He hasn't done a goddamn thing to me. So. I mean, he just came in hot and honest, and I can respect that.
Anyway,
but what I wanted to say real quick.
No, let's get back to the point here.
I just one last little tiny thing. It's a little bitty sentence.
Vlad, go ahead.
Technically, I was Tyro before Tyro was Tyro.
All right, that's just we don't know about that.
Well, yeah, you do. Knights of the Round Table, suck it.
Okay, well, let's get back to the point.
I was just trying to be edgy and it failed.
Okay,
anyway, continue.
No, hold on.
Yeah, look, I like Tyro. Tyro is a
I
cool
do too.
Dude. Like culturally, I like Tyro. You know what I'm saying? Like, believe it or not, me and him vibe on some culture shit. Like, we start talking about our families and where the fuck we come from.
Are you
like,
both Asians?
Well, no, but like we're like my family, like, who came here off the boat, I met them. Like, I was around them growing up.
Oh, that's badass.
So, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have all that old world shit, you know what I mean? Like, but it's the same old world shit that he comes from. It's like where, like, the man's the head, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, like, he basically owns the family, and that's how shit's supposed to work culturally. And, like, and like, me and him we talked about this for like 2 hours one day. It was fucking amazing. It was like the best shit ever. Fucking he's a cool dude. But,
well,
like,
yeah, that's why like, I like it. To get back, know. I seem to understand Tyro. Pinoid seems to understand him, but he can be difficult to understand where he's coming from. Like, I get his quote unquote jokes now. I've gotten them for a while, Sometimes I just love yelling at him. It's great, and then we're just fine afterwards. Well,
Pinoid, I want to get back on topic though, real quick.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, so Pinoid, I'm going to be very honest. Like, though, there seems to be a massive cognitive dissonance here, though. Like, and that's like a major issue I'm having, because like I've seen videos where you just went like after women for far less shit, like, and then all of a sudden. Like, and I'm starting to sound like a fucking retarded feminist right now, and it's pissing me off.
I know, but it's difficult. It's like let me just cut in real quick. It's like it's like the people that are like, I don't care for Trump, but I also like don't think he's a racist or whatever. I just don't like the guy. It's like that syndrome that was happening in 2016 where people would say so much wrong shit about Trump that it forced you to defend him, and then you look like a Trump supporter. You know what I mean? It's like the MGTOW movement forces you to go, God damn it, I hate women, but I have to defend them.
Yeah.
Like, you moron.
Yeah, but the thing is all I'm trying to say is like, on one hand, you will go like fucking balls deep at like fucking with your criticisms of women, and you will talk shit on their feelings and stuff and all that other crap to the extreme of removing their rights. And then on the other side of the coin, you're like, it's okay that this guy stalked this person because feels though. Which is like fundamentally the exact same argument that you've been arguing against the entire time you've been on YouTube.
No, it's not. Like, yo, like, motherfucker, like, I'm always about, like, yo, upraising fucking dudes. I want niggas to become better.
Okay, so let's quiet it all down.
Zach, what up, man? What up,
Let's
Zach?
quiet it all down. Hold on.
Anti-hero,
what's up? I'm gonna present you, Anti-hero.
Oh, sure.
I'm just making sure everyone else is quiet. So, Anti-hero, go ahead and you want to say something.
My question is actually very similar to Vlad's, just a lot shorter. P, why are your lips wrapped so firmly around the base of Brock's dick? It's funny. It's funny.
The man bun just does it for me, man.
It's funny, but that's a legitimate question. I mean, you walked in and yeah, you had some decent criticism. I'll give you that. I won't say decent. Fuck that. You had some criticism. Okay, that you're entitled to that. But then you came in and gave us this sob story about why we should pity Brockus. Like that, like the fact that he's had a rough life, that his mental state isn't that great means we should just drop any issues anybody has with him and totally be okay with it because, man, he's a little messed up. No, come on, like for real, you're gonna suck his dick like that in front of all of us and expect us to be cool with it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's how I feel.
As long as you're honest about sucking his cock, I mean, sure, go with it, right?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah,
I think that's
my question, dick sucker.
Sorry, Anti. I think that's a bitch made move, dude, to be like, we're supposed to be gay bros, and then you're like, yeah, but this other guy, he gets so many excuses, and I'm like, yeah, did you know he's like smearing me as a woman beater? And you're like, yeah. So anyway, he's so super sad. It's like, fuck you, dude.
No,
I love you, but fuck you.
That one there, like, yo, legitimately, we should drag him on the stream and whoop his ass for that one. That's a different situation. You know what I mean? But like, yo, as far as like the whole like him standing here like fucking jerking off in a station wagon. And by the way, dude, nigga, I hit that motherfucker with this shit like 80 times after that. It was a running gag forever.
Pinoid, you're getting all loud again, and no one actually cares. Let's be realistic here.
I know you want to be important. I know you want to be important at the moment. Hang on, nigga.
You know, Pinoid, if I want to be important, I'd actually try to make content, not hide my channel like somebody I know. Now, let's get back on track here. You're gonna jump on here and you're gonna say, no, I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but you gave us this life story of why he was a poor child who we needed to pity. Get the fuck out of that. Why don't you try again? Why don't you tell us again why we should not be upset with people for being douchebags and doing douchebaggy things just because they have a shitty backstory? Try again. Let's hear it.
Because, like, I don't think you should care about other people's business.
So Zell shouldn't care when somebody's smearing him live.
Well, that's a different situation.
But it's not really a different situation because what Zell's trying to...
Like, I care more about that than talking.
You are dumber than a box of rocks, aren't you? You want to try this? Why don't you try listening?
I'm dumber than a bag of hammers, nigga. I am retarded.
What Zell has been trying to do, and I've actually paid a little bit of attention, what Zell's been trying to do is establish a pattern. In fact, he was screaming at that earlier to Schmeckle. He's trying to establish a pattern of lies, of deceit, of constant slander, and then the fallback plan for Brockus after he does all that shit is to jump into his hug box where people pity him so no one goes after him. It's what the Little Miss Anonymous stream was for. It's what you're doing right now. He's establishing a pattern. That's what Zell's whole point has been. And you jump in and white knight for the orc boy and say, nah, pity him. Oh, whew, okay. Suck harder. Work it.
Yeah, I like Brockus.
Work that dick.
Like, but I'm like, yo, the fact that he's going around releasing DMs saying that motherfucking Zell's a woman beater is not cool.
But it's you're right, but we should pity him, right? Make sure you lick his balls too.
Not for that one.
Lick his sack too. Get the taint.
No, we not for that one.
Go 2 fingers deep.
Like I just don't care about his fucking relationship nonsense. I don't give a fuck about it.
Again, the point wasn't really the relationship nonsense. The point was to establish the pattern. And I know I'm right when I say that because Zell has already said it. I'm repeating Zell at this point. I don't even like Zell already.
He's already doing it. Like, we already know if he's on Tonka stream talking shit about Zell, then we know that like fucking
Oh,
he's doing that shit.
That's
Like,
great. That's so
immediately
you're
go after him for
woo
that.
r
Period.
slash whooshing hard here, buddy. Then why are you defending him right now?
I didn't know about that until like after I came in hot.
Okay, so you came in hot without knowing all the information, and now are you going to back up a little bit, or are you going to keep on sucking dick?
Well, yeah, like nigga, I said we should go after him for the
You're gonna
fucking
keep
like,
sucking
for
dick.
the slander.
Oh,
For the
so,
slander. Go
so now
after
you
him
want
for
to
the
back up.
slander.
So you want to back up now.
No, I said we should go after him for the slander. I have no problem basing on him for
There's
for
only
that
two
shit.
options here. There's only two options here. Either you back up and take back some of that fire and be like, you know what, I was in the wrong. I didn't have all the information. My bad. Or you just keep all over that orc dick. Which one's it going to be?
Well, no, I'm gonna stand here and say like exactly what I just said. I said we go after him for the slander because that's not a cool thing, right? And I'm assuming that Schmeckle's now gonna get involved and like fucking try and bring the Snatch Cast up to 1,000 subs, maybe, right? Like that's what he's gonna try and do. He's gonna try and land with Tonka and do his fucking thing over there. I'm assuming that's how this is gonna go. Like this is all
Oh
types of
no,
like
is Schmeckle buddying up with the Donga?
he's always been buddies with the Donga.
So
I think you're about to get in with the Donga, huh?
Tom Pease is not getting in with the Donga. Tom Pease is staying out of beat.
So essentially, what I'm hearing right now is that you're not gonna back up and be like, "You're right, my bad," and admit you were wrong like a man. But you're not gonna deep throat him. You're just gonna like, tickle his nutsack with your tongue a little bit. All right, I respect that. I respect that.
No, like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand here and still say like I don't like the fact that like Zell was over here sounding like an SJW about shit that happened a year ago. I don't like the fact that Enu Vlad was trying to be like fucking Tyro.
Wait, what's an
Yeah,
SJW to you now? What's an SJW to you now?
Pinoid's gonna make me defend you, Zell.
No, hold on, Anti. What's an SJW to you now? Is it about calling out someone for lying? Are you fucking mad?
No,
Dude, you're getting
it's
fucking
about,
paranoid.
it's about the fact that like Kadun had to come in here and you know what I'm saying what's that? She had to
Kadun
validate
came
those
in
feelings.
here and said a version that actually hurt my version and woke a little memory in me.
I
She
know,
didn't
but
come
she
in here
had
defending me. What the
Yo,
fuck
she
do you
had
mean
to validate-
SJW?
You
She had
came
to
in with
validate the
feels.
feelings.
You did
I
the
know,
same
but
thing
you're
for
throwing out
BROCKUS.
shit like you're throwing out terms. You don't even know what they mean anymore.
I just love
You
the
had
fact.
to validate your feelings.
I adore
Who
the fact.
cares? You get your feelings validated all the time too.
I just absolutely fucking love it when Pinoy knows he's losing an argument and he starts throwing out buzzwords.
Well,
Oh, kid, it validates your feelings
Well,
for an
Pinoy-
SJW.
Pinoy
Because you're
came
sucking
in.
that dick so hard, it's the only words you can think of.
Pinoy came in and validated fucking BROCKUS's feelings. Like,
Hard.
I'm
Deep in the throat.
like you
There
actually,
you go, Mr. SJW.
you one-upped Kadunt.
Yeah. You tripled the fuck down on feelings. Dude, your MGTOW streams with turd flinging fucking idiot are all about validating feelings, you fucking idiot gorilla! What are you talking about?
The majority of them are about economics.
Stop calling yourself MGTOW. Start calling yourself social justice retards.
Yo,
You can't say retard, Zell. Now we're demonetized.
Holy
God damn it.
shit, dude.
That's like saying
Seriously.
channel struck. You're gonna get this channel struck. What are you doing?
This is what happens when you don't try to stay fucking balanced and you get paranoid and throw all these fucking terms.
Yo, look, man. All right, you had to have your feelings validated and speak.
You
your
just
truth.
did that for BROCKUS. We just fucking displayed that.
Hold
No,
up. So
look,
you're gonna which one do you
I
throw
had-
faster, P? Your terms or your channel? What do you throw away faster?
Yo, my channel's on strike right now anyway. Like, I can't do anything with it. at the second.
2,007 subs and not a single video.
Oh,
Yeah, at the second. Don't worry. Like, yo,
Yeah,
fucking,
okay.
I'm gonna hook this shit up tomorrow. I
You
got
have to get
things I'm gonna
feelings
do.
validated like an SJW. No one should get feelings validated. Now let me talk for 30 minutes about validating the person's feelings.
Whose voice was that? Like, who is that supposed to be, Zell? I gotta ask.
That was Pinoy. That's how you sound to me.
Oh my god.
That's how you sound to me. Oh, this guy, he just like, you gotta understand how the system is built, and that's why this guy raped the girl. And so we need to stand against this thing in the system, and then the guys will stop raping girls.
Remove the 19th.
Repeal the 19th.
Whatever.
Holy shit. You guys would get along perfectly with SJWs if there was no such thing as gender. You guys would be
No.
just sitting in a tub full of victimhood.
It's two sides of the same
All
coin,
of
that's
you.
all.
Holy shit.
Two sides of the same lead coin.
That's why you have to fuck broken girls.
Oh no.
Because
Why?
real
Oh.
women cannot stand your victimhood status.
I'm a mute for
Yo, look here, man. All right, you better calm down with that fucking nonsense.
Don't
right
tell
there.
me you don't fuck broken crack pipes. Don't fucking tell me that, Pinoid.
You know damn well I fuck broken ass bitches.
Goddamn
that's
right.
my MO.
And then you go online and cry about men. Jesus Christ.
Yo, I was over here motherfucking like, yo, I'm trying to like motherfucking tell you like, yo, BROCKUS needs fixed. All right, he's a fucked up ass individual. I'm not standing here trying to absolutely excuse everything he did, but on the same point, I'm over here going like, yo, look, don't stand here and motherfucking come out here and go like, oh man, hashtag me too all over the fucking place.
What?
And go, oh man, like, yo, just because he's creepy and shit, you know what I mean? Da da da. Like,
Oh, wow, you're validating
Like that.
feelings. You sound like an SJW. Stop validating his feelings.
I'm not saying.
I'm not validating feelings.
Hey man,
Yeah.
man, I'm not saying that BROCKUS isn't a bad person or nothing. But if y'all do what I'm doing for him for yourselves, y'all are some shitbags. Pinoy 2019.
yo,
I'd vote for
man.
him.
Zach, yo, look, man, seriously, nigga, you are not helping. You are not helping at all, man. Like, yo, you're making shit way worse.
What am I trying to help? I mean, you ran scared from a government vague threat. You busted your channel up for that kind of shit. Then you want to jump in and start white knighting for people, and then you want to accuse other people of being SJW bitches for the same shit you just did. Like, for
No,
real?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Sucking that dick. Sucking.
No, the fuck, I'm not.
You
I'm
suck
not
that
over
dick
here.
harder.
I'm not.
You suck
I'm not
that
over
dick
here.
harder than you suck a glass pipe.
Yo, look. All right, I came in and motherfucking Schmeckle and Zell were going at it about some bullshit ass fucking offline hangout.
I
Right,
know.
where
Every
fucking-
argument you're not a part of is a bullshit ass argument.
That's all I hear
It
when
was.
Pinoy talks.
It was a bullshit.
Every argument you're not a part of is a bullshit ass argument, but every argument you is the most important argument in the world.
You guys
You
know that
fucking
sound?
moron.
You guys know that sound you hear on a porno when that chick's giving that sloppy
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
BJ,
dude.
and it's just there's saliva everywhere. That's what I hear when Pinoy talks right now. Just
Yeah,
a
arguing
dirty,
about
broke-ass porn
how
star.
you're gonna somehow make enough of a difference in the world to repeal the 19th isn't a stupid argument, but mine was. You get it? Do you get it now, you stupid gorilla?
Now I'm
I'll
saying.
still vote for you, but you're a fucking moron.
Yo, again, all right. I'm not trying to stand here. It's like, yo, I don't like the fact he's getting buried for some shit that happened like 3-4 fucking years ago on some nonsense.
Except you don't fucking listen when you get told over and over that he's not getting buried for some shit that happened a year or so ago.
Again, like, yo, then I'm sitting here going like, yo, if he's on a stream, releasing DMs to niggas
He's yelling
to fucking
again.
use his ammo. Shut up.
He's yelling
Shut up.
again.
Nigga,
He's
again,
yelling,
like, yo, you
shut
can
up.
never, yo, look, so, you
Thinks
know,
he's so
Hey,
cool.
let him
legit,
hey, let him finish. Let him finish,
All
and then
right,
I want to respond, P.
I'll let him finish. Go
yeah,
ahead,
look,
Pinoid.
I don't know why it is like everywhere I go, yo ass gotta follow me to fuck around on some shit. Like, I understand you're like riding my coattails, but it's cool, whatever. Right? So,
Bitch, I've been here before you got here.
Bitch, you have not been
I
here
was
before I got here.
listening to the stream before you even showed up, homie.
All right, you two. All right, come on. Pinoid.
Yo,
I'm not trying
what
to
up?
bury him for that shit. If you listened to the stupid gay-ass argument, you'd understand. Everything started, the whole beef between me and him, it all started when I was lied to about getting into an off-air hangout. And then after getting into that off-air hangout, it was revealed to me that guess what? We have BROCKUS' side, and you have to do all the disproving. And we just don't like you. So this is going to be an ice skate uphill. And BROCKUS, someone who in real life was my friend, close friend for 10 plus years, stood there, let it happen, and he was happy about it. And that at that point, the game was on. So I pulled out shit in private, and he would lie about me. His tactic was lying. My tactic was pulling out shit and telling the truth. So we went back and forth, And the only reason it's being talked about right now, Pinoid, is because 5 or so days ago, Tonka and Vamp did a stream on me. By the way, 2 people who I've never released personal information of, and I've never doxed, they did a stream on me where BROCKUS happily fed them messages between him and my ex, who's pissed off at me for some reason. Go figure. And they took the stories from that and melded it into I beat women, and BROCKUS happily let it happen, happily lit the fire and threw gasoline on it, and stayed on the stream and wanted me smeared as a woman beater. That's why we're here talking about this again. That's why I'm reading DMs between the love of his life, that he knows exactly who I'm talking about, who's confirming everything I said, and more. I'm learning more. Hey, BROCKUS, you better start accepting the meme of shoving your stupid fat face into a bunch of stinky underwear because you were caught doing it, because you were that fucking paranoid. That sounds like a paranoid guy that confirms my stories of him being paranoid of of 3 girls he was with, thinking I fucked all 3 of them. Now I wish I did, BROCKUS. Now I wish I did, because I had every chance to.
Instead of Coco.
And
instead of Coco.
And fun
So
fact.
do you get it now, Pinoid? Do you get it now?
Yeah,
I wanted this done and buried. I attacked Antoine and Sparky. I was having a blast with them. And then out of nowhere, here comes this bullshit. So now I, number 1, disprove it. And then number 2, fuck it. Start a stream with Schmeckle where I can read off some of the DMs and then ask BROCKUS, do you want me to release them all, buddy? And then do you want more after that? Because I can go to the next girl and the next girl. They ain't a fan of you, buddy. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want that to happen. I want it to fucking stop. Does that make sense, Pinoid?
Absolutely, that makes sense, right?
Okay.
But like,
good.
legitimately, like, the Kadant thing, you know what I'm saying, was like between him and Kadant, just because that's where I'm at.
You know,
I personally would have been really happy if you would have brought up the poop. You know what I'm saying?
I got a different beef entirely right now, actually.
Pinoid,
Pinoid, I'm pretty pissed off with you at the moment. Like, legitimate. You made me defend Zell. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like I'm sitting here having to. I'm sitting here talking in Zell's favor because of you. This is disgusting.
I think it's beautiful.
You know,
y'all should have been friends. Like, because like I defend you to Zell all the time, like constantly.
You better.
I constantly have to defend you to Zell all the time. Do you know how often I have to defend you to Zell?
I assume daily.
Almost every time I talk to him.
I assume
have
daily.
to defend you. Yeah,
that's 100% true.
Anti-heroes to shit.
That's 100% true, by the way.
I mean, I know I'm the shit, but you don't have to say anything. It's known why Zell's saying.
And this is I would give you the same shit that I would fucking give BROCKUS, nigga. Like, I fucking stand up for you.
Well, hold up. You can't give me nobody can give me the same shit that somebody gives BROCKUS. I don't sniff underwear.
Nor do you eat shit for money.
Yeah, but like, you know what? When somebody fucking came to me and said they weren't feeling safe because you had some type of information, and we'll leave it at that, I was the only nigga standing here going, yo, man, like, legitimately, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? It should be a problem, bruh.
Okay,
I mean,
Pinoid,
you weren't the only person saying that, because I was saying that too.
Well, Pinoid,
I'm saying, but it was about you. I was standing alone. I was in a room alone defending you. You know what I'm saying, against like 20 people. Right?
Pinoid.
I'm like, you know what? Anti-hero's a good dude, nigga.
Pinoid, I have a question.
What up?
Okay, so do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Okay, so if they had a boyfriend and he did the same shit that fucking BROCKUS did, would you treat that boyfriend the same way that you have argued in favor of BROCKUS in this stream?
Probably. Yeah, I probably have a conversation.
Okay, you lost me there.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right. Here's the thing. All right, like, I'm not gonna like call the police. I'm not gonna sit here and like.
I never said anything about that. Like, like shoot him in the head, beat him up. I mean, one of those things. Or both.
It's gonna be an intimidating conversation.
Hey, there's actually a good question in the chat, and I think it's best directed at Zell. Zell, Grant Sanford would like to know who ate shit for money.
Oh, yeah.
Brockus did. Brockus ate dog poop for money.
I do believe that
Um,
like that's something you should mention to like everybody about that.
And it's a factual statement.
Well, here's the thing,
Yeah.
Pinoid. Okay, I with what you said about you'd have an intimidating conversation, I honestly just don't want to believe you. I honestly want to believe that you're just saying that for the sake of being consistent.
Oh no, like legitimately, like fucking, all right. So here's the deal: I'll meet violence with violence, and I'll meet stupidity with, you know what I'm saying, like fucking.
That's
intimidation,
not
right?
even stupidity. Like that's a whole fucking layer of shit. Like that's literally one step away from rape or breaking and entering or etc. Like that's
It is one step, but it's a big step from one to the next.
Okay, yeah, but this is like it's a slippery slope, right? This is like saying that child porn is okay because they're not actually hurting anybody; they're just watching other people get hurt, or not even not child porn. Better example, lolly porn. Okay, that's what that argument's like. Even though lolly porn, just like child porn, can actually lead and does lead to fucking actual child molestation. Right? Yeah. Like, which is like, and here's the thing, like, this is the ultimate point here, and that is that it like, this is why it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you saying, like, oh wow, I just have an intimidating conversation because stalking is just dumb. Whenever ultimately at the end of the day, stalking is literally what leads to that stupid shit. That actually
Pino,
fucked
you're
up
echoing.
shit. Yeah, it's just like you're echoing, yeah, bad.
I'm echoing, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Drag me back in, all right?
Yeah.
Can we not?
Vlad, we can calm this thing down now. I think everything has been said that needs to be said. We can start the cycle of sucking each other off and cooling down.
I'm honestly, I'm kind of, I got lost.
Everything's been said that needs to be said. Pinoid, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, my brother. I'm here.
Yeah, the last thing I'll say to you, Pinoid, is now what Brockus did. Do what the fuck you want with that, and
Well, yeah, that's some big made shit. Especially
that's all.
considering the fact y'all used to be boys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking completely terrible. Like,
yeah, I've stated multiple times. I've stated multiple times in the last few weeks that I'm having a blast with my targets of Antoine and Sparky. I'm having a blast.
It's been a strange last month.
I think they're a bunch of jokes and I'm having fun with them. But when it came to Brockus and I was asked this on a stream, I just said with Brockus, it's not fun. I want it to all end and be done because it's depressing to attack him.
Look, I'll say this, man. The last month or so has been just goddamn odd. When I opened up my DMs one morning a couple weeks back, and there was a DM from Zell going, "Hey, man, this sucks." And then the Zell equivalent of, and I said Zell equivalent of, "I hope you're okay," which was more like, "Don't be a fag about this," but still Zell equivalent. I was kind of fucking shocked because I didn't expect that at all. It's been a topsy turvy motherfucking last month, that's for certain. This shit's been weird.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like fucking, but I'm gonna say it like this, right? Like, as far as Brockus is concerned, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of what he's doing with Zell, only because like Zell's not fucking Andy Worski or fucking, you know what I mean? What the hell's that guy's name who whooped his fucking ass? The other one, who has his own street, the kill stream guy.
Oh, Ethan Ralph. Yeah,
he's not Ethan Ralph. Like Zell's. I'm gonna be honest with you, Zell. You're kind of a nobody. You know what I mean? Like you're not big enough. Yeah, you're not big enough to like fucking stand here and legitimately actually attack.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you're not big enough. You're not big enough to actually attack.
Oh, you mean like? Are you saying like if you attack me, you'd be like no matter what, it's punching down kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well that sounds a little gay because I could take it. And that sounds a little gay too, but I can.
I understand what you're saying, but like what I'm saying is like, yo, you're not like a bigger YouTuber. You're not like fucking somebody who like you should go to war with like fully. Like you're just a dude.
It sounds even gayer coming from a guy who's got less content than I do.
Yeah, this came off like at first as like, you know, a compliment, and now it's fucking not. It's like a backhanded slap, but I'll take it. Whatever.
I'm not trying to slap. I'm saying like you don't really make content. You don't fucking like you made like one video since I've known you.
I mean,
you don't. Yeah. No. I don't make content, but let's also be fair. You got to be fair here. I was apparently relevant enough. I got an entire Tonka episode, and I'm smeared as a woman beater. So there's that.
And on top of that, like BROCKUS used to be your homie. Like there's no reason for him to come at you in this manner.
I'm just not sure where somebody who has, you know, no content at all on their channel can say somebody else doesn't make content.
I'm gonna fix that tonight.
I mean, I'm just saying, coming from a dude who has less videos than I do, that sounds pretty fucking gay.
All right, you two.
I'm gonna fix that tonight. All right, like I'm adjusting what the fuck it is. I'm tired of getting my channel struck by YouTube.
Before or after you finish sucking off an orc?
Okay.
Well, nah, the orc legitimately
during.
like let me put it like this. The orc on some serious shit, like dude, this is like some of the fucking like most awful shit I've ever heard of another person doing. Like as far as like loyalty is concerned, like as far as like being like a good person, like this is a serious shit bag ass fucking move, man. Like, dude, that's like yo, Zell and him was boys.
I'm a good person, man. I just stalk women in my free time and sniff their undies.
We had it all. Okay, we're in the wrap up process. Not starting fights yet.
All right. Zell's the voice of reason. Let's just cut it down now.
Anyway, Penoid, you already shilled your stuff, right, buddy?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing at the moment.
Anti?
I don't do content. I just fuck around on this kind of shit.
Okay. I might have a new video up soon. I enjoyed doing the last one. So.
And you did a really good job, by the way. Like them audio levels were amazing, dude.
I did it all on my phone, so I did the best I could.
They were really good. I've seen
man.
guys do much worse.
Thank you. Vlad, do you want to shill? This is your shit.
If you're watching, subscribe to my channel.
Okay, that was
make
it.
sure y'all hitting that sub button, man. Like, yo, show him some love so he can make some good content, because he has much better capabilities than what he's doing.
Wait, okay, whoa, hold on. What? What did you say? Sorry, I missed that part.
Phenoid had to do that.
What did you say?
I said sub to your channel because, like, yo, you deserve to be making, like, fucking really good content because you got, like, the ability to do so.
Were you saying I'm not making good content now? Or?
Yeah, we've had this discussion. This is not what you want to be doing.
What do you mean?
This isn't what you want to be doing.
Streaming?
No, I mean, like, the content that you put out is not the content that you would like to make.
Why? Like, I feel like you're mansplaining right now.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys do not want this to wrap up, do you?
No, I actually just don't know what he's fucking talking about.
I also had this conversation, like, yo, he's like, yeah, I started off, I was like breaking down the Declaration of Independence, and fucking, I was like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yo,
yeah, can I tell you a fun fact?
Something better, man.
Let me tell you a fun fact. Nobody cares about all that. You know, honestly,
I
put in a shit ton of work into a 7-episode series that got a max viewership of on average 12 views per video in the series. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go troll, and I did. And I mean, and I kind of still tried to do the nuanced shit. Still, nobody really cared, honestly. So I'm saving it for my streams. Is kind of what I'm doing. So now, if I want to have like an argument, or if I want to have a casual discussion, that's what my live streams are for. It's a long form format, and you know, it's real time, and I think that's a better format for it. Response videos, I think, should be are really good for the lulz. And oh look, infallible foul arrived. This means we should leave. All right, ending stream now. Because
they are mad, dude. They're mad. Pinoid. You got to be proud of me that I stuck to my guns, because it has pissed them off that I seriously stuck by my word. No second of airtime from.
You know what really makes them mad? Probably Tonka has only been mentioned like twice this whole stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tonka, 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 Tonka,